Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Monday. Thanks all for joining in once again, being a part on the stream tonight here as we have one game going on tonight in the NBA. This is a standalone game tonight. The New York Knicks on the road taking on the Toronto Raptors. The Knicks, red hot recently, 10-4 the last 14 games. They're 4-1 in their last 5. They come into this matchup at number 4 in the Eastern Conference at 14-9. The Raptors, 7 wins this season. They're 6-6 though in their home floor for Toronto, going from the bottom of the East at 15th up to a tie for 13th alongside the Hornets right now at 7-17 overall. They're 5-5 in their last 5. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe once again here tonight, and hopefully what should be another good battle tonight here for this one. What's good, Anastasia, Alex, Ward, welcome in for sure. I'll post that merchandise link up here. Christmas coming around the corner, as we got a lot of cool stuff over there in the Behind Your Basketball merchandise site. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers. So I just put the link out there in the chat there, Warren. So feel free to look at that if you want. And all those links are always in the description of this video as well. So every single one of those links, merchandise link, Discord link, the memberships link, all those links I post, my Twitter link, everything I do, unless I'm like in a like a really fast rush or so when I get home. But all the streams that I do, for like 99.9% of my streams, get sent over on Twitter, and they get sent at whenever the scheduled time is for the actual game. So this one was 7:30 that was on the schedule, so that's when it gets sent over. Usually I start off these streams like 5 minutes before the actual scheduled time. That's what I've been doing recently for the regular season games. Looks like we're going to tip off in 9 minutes from now, so 7:40 p.m. Eastern time. Knicks at Raptors tonight in the final game before the start of the NBA Cup, which starts tomorrow. The Bucks hosting the Magic tomorrow night at 7. And then also in the Eastern Conference, the Knicks will be back in action facing the Hawks on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. The West quarters start tomorrow at 9:30. Thunder hosting the Mavs, and then the Rockets hosting the Warriors on Wednesday. Both of those games 9:30 p.m. on Tuesday and Wednesday for the NBA Cup quarterfinals. But Slow start for the Knicks. They've improved tremendously, though, after a 4-5 start. Karl-Anthony Towns acquired in the offseason from Minnesota to New York, and they got a bunch of guys averaging double digits per game this season. This Knicks team, usually known for their defense, has been much better this season offensively. They ranked number 7 in points scored per game this season. They are a super efficient team. They have struggled in the past, especially in deep twos and 2-point shooting, but they are the number 4 team right now in 2-point shooting percentage per game at 57% from 2. They're also second behind the Cavs this season in shooting efficiency, exactly at 50%. Number 2 in perimeter shooting behind the Cavs as well. So it's been efficiency this year that's been the key for the Knicks, and they're the best team when it comes down to making free throws at the free throw line this season. For the Raptors, they come into this matchup struggling defensively. 25th in the NBA in points allowed. They're 16th in points scoring, but their issue this season has been way too many fouls for them, where they've also allowed the most free throw attempts out of anybody. So this is a good opportunity for the Knicks here, since they thrive upon free throws, to get to the line and make their shots, which they've had issues in the past making free throws, but this year completely different team that they've usually been known for their defense, but this year has been their shooting efficiency, which helped out the cause. Yeah, things going pretty well, Born. Hopefully you'll get better there real soon. I know a lot of people have been going through like the flu and like the stomach bug and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of like sicknesses going around during this time, so hopefully you get better real fast there, man, and sending thoughts out to you to a speedy recovery. Andrew, what's good? Welcome in. Best of luck there going with Cat tonight, over 9 rebounds for this game. Best of luck to that man. Hopefully he's able to come through for you. This is the only game going on tonight in the NBA. Usually at this time, like 3 or 4 minutes before, I go through like scoreboard updates and stuff like that, but there's nothing to go over right now in the NBA. It's been packed with other news and stuff, like Juan Soto with his richest contract ever in professional sports history, which is just loads and loads of money that he's going to be racking in for the richest contract ever in professional sports history. That was late last night. A lot of good games last night in the NFL. Crazy finish to the Chiefs and Chargers game yesterday. The crazy stat about this, the Chiefs, even though they're 12-1, they're number 11 in the NFL in points differential for them this season. They're behind 4, 8, and 5 teams this year in points differential. There's a Monday Night Football game tonight. I'll keep you guys posted when it starts for the scores until this stream wraps up tonight. Bengals at Cowboys around 8:15. And very light slate as well in college basketball tonight. Baylor is now unranked. They're hosting Abilene Christian. Baylor has won every single game against the mid-major by an average of around 42 points. And I see that they're only the favorite by 24.5%. If you're a betting man out there, I would strongly consider taking Baylor and the points tonight in that game on the spread, because they're a 24.5 point favorite, looking more like they could crush Abilene Christian by 30 plus points, in my opinion, in that game. Their struggles have come against other strong teams. They lost to UConn a week ago in that Big 12 Big East battle, and they have destroyed their mid-major opponents that they have played against this season. They've won twice in the 30s. They won by 37 and 31 against 2 mid-major opponents. Then they blew out another team by 64. Cat was coming in questionable. I got him as starting for tonight's game. So this is according to Twitter. I usually check the starting lineups off of Grand Slam picks, what he has for starters. I'll see if there's any more updates on that. Yeah, he was coming in questionable into this matchup for Cats. Yep, Cat's good to go tonight for the Knicks, so this is being released like around 10 minutes ago. So he's good to go tonight for New York. Mitchell Robinson is listed out, and then Raptors have Bruce Brown and Emmanuel quickly listed out. Yeah, it's looking like Kansas is very overrated, that team. Just these upsets have been shockingly crazy this year. Yeah, bad week for Kansas. I I saw the box score to the game they lost against Creighton. Ryan Kalkbrenner dominated that game for Creighton, and also Pop Isaacs had a massive game. Unfortunate theirs. Pop Isaacs, a couple of days later, was announced out for the season, so their margin of error got a lot smaller. But for Kansas, Hunter Dickinson barely did anything. He had 6 points in that game. KJ Adams was limited to 2. Mizzou had a really bad year last year. This is the SEC is stacked. Like, they're going to get like 12, 13 teams right now. They're projected in the tournament field. Oklahoma was projected 17th in the conference. They're ranked inside the top 15 in the AP poll right now. Just, it's crazy. It's like that AP poll is turning into the SEC, dominating like all throughout the poll. Tennessee's up to the top team in the nation at number 1. They're going to crush Miami tomorrow in that matchup. Miami's been really disappointing. There's 10 teams ranked at the bottom in college basketball. 7 of those teams are out of the ACC. That's Power 5 teams that's at the bottom. It's been just a lackluster affair for the ACC. They have 2 teams right now that's ranked out of just a load of teams in the conference that they have now through the realignment. Duke's inside the top 25, and then Clemson is new to the top 25, and that's it. And then you get a bunch of teams struggling. Some of the teams have already been eliminated out of NCAA tournament contention as an at-large right now. That's scary to think, and just insane that I'm talking about it right now. I usually don't talk about that in early December, that we got teams that's already, for Power 5's, been eliminated from NCAA tournament contention, but that's what's happened in the ACC because of how bad their conference is this year. Virginia Tech is 3-6. They lost against Jacksonville, so the only way that they can get in as an NCAA tournament team is win the ACC tournament outright, if they can even qualify for that, because you have to be above the cut line to do so, since this whole new realignment doesn't have the whole entire conference in the conference tournament now. Miami 3-6. They're playing Tennessee tomorrow. If they win that game, that gives them something to save their season on, but very slim margin. Especially if they get destroyed against Tennessee, they'll drop to 3-7 after tomorrow's game, and they have a loss against Charleston Southern. Georgia Tech's at the bottom. Syracuse barely beat Lemoyne. They barely beat Colgate and Youngstown State. They beat all 3 of those teams by very close margins in those games. Virginia hanging by a thread at 5-4. Boston College lost against Dartmouth, who has not been to the NCAA tournament since like the 1950s. Notre Dame 5-5, hanging by a thread right now. North Carolina 5-4, not even in the rankings. They've been lackluster, disappointing. RJ Davis having a really tough efficiency year. Yes, it's been a nightmare for that conference. The number 2 team in that conference right now is Stanford. That says a lot. Stanford hasn't been to the tournament since I was like in middle school. Like, we're going back like 15 plus years since the last time that Stanford went to March Madness when they had the Lopez brothers. Just wow. It's shocking. Like, some of the top teams with the overall record in the ACC are teams that were not in the conference last year. SMU 8-2, Stanford 8-2, tied for second in the conference. It's stunning. California's at 6-3. They're like midway pack in the conference right now. And also the Big 12. Like, the Big 12 was really good 3 years ago. I think there's a lot more concern, especially since Kansas lost those last 2 games. One to Creighton, Big East school, the other to Mizzou, an SEC school. I think there's a lot more concern with the Big 12. They ended up winning 6-5 in the Big 12 Big East Challenge over the Big East for the Big 12. Oklahoma State decided the last game. They beat Seton Hall, which is another team that's basically been eliminated from tournament contention right now. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here, ring the notification bell as well. Jeffrey, what's good? Welcome in, man. No problem. Hope everything is going well. Glad to have you back in. And yeah, tough one for the Red Sox. I think they came up like $70 million short on Juan Soto. Like, oh man, just hopefully for Juan Soto, he plays up to that massive contract, 15 years. So he's 26. So at the end of that contract, he's going to be 41 years old. At the end of that contract, that's insane. He's going to make 140 grand per day. Just wow. A lot of good storylines for tonight's game here. RJ Barrett going up against his former team. RJ leads the Raptors this season in points per game. And then OG Anunoby for the Knicks going up against his former team tonight. So this game coming up very, very soon. Knicks, dark blue uniforms, orange numbers, orange letters with a white outline tonight as New York's at Scotiabank Arena on the road taking on the Raptors. White jerseys, red numbers, red letters for Toronto tonight on their home floor. The Raptors getting better recently. They're 5-5 in their last 10 games. The Knicks are on a roll. They are 10-4 in their last 14, 4-1 in their last 5. Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, the starting 5 for New York, starting 5 for Toronto, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, RJ Barrett, Ochai Agbaji, and Grady Dick as we are underway, and the Raptors control the opening tip. Toronto right to left on the floor. Barnes lobs it over to Poeltl at the elbow. Poeltl defended by Cat 101. Poeltl off the jab step, looking to move it around to his teammates as he will hand it off to Barrett. Coming off the screen outside to the corner. Agbaji floats the pass down low. Poeltl missed the shot, double teamed as he missed it off the rim, shorted already. Cat comes out with a defensive rebound. So one possession, one board so far for Cats. And I know somebody out here, Andrew, got a Cat here over 9 boards, so good start for Cat with a first rebound of the game. Hart flings it out to the corner, deflected out of bounds off of the Raptors last as it was deflected off Agbaji. 41 seconds into action right now, 9-3 record in the last 12 ever since a 5-6 start for New York. Started to come together for the Knicks, getting Cats in the offseason, and things have started to really form together right now for the Knicks. Inbound goes to Brunson at the left wing, moves off the Cat, left baseline dribble. Cat floats up the shot, no good, missed off the back rim. Dick comes out with a defensive rebound. Grady Dick, second season from Kansas. Dick drives, jumper at the elbow, connects on it. Good for 2 for Grady. 2-zip opening minute for the Raptors. Knicks with their second possession of the night. Brunson picked up by Agbaji crossing midcourt. Brunson at the Scotiabank Arena logo. Hand off to Bridges, edge of the midcourt logo. Bridges slides it off to Brunson. Brunson dribbles out, flings the pass. Too tall for Cat off the roll down. Sails out of bounds. Turnover. Charged to the Knicks. Raptors with the ball right back here. Scotty Barnes running the point at the left wing perimeter. Has some space. Jacks up the 3. Got it. Scotty Barnes sizzles the triple. 5-zip Toronto. Really solid start here for the Raptors to begin. Mitchell Robinson out for the Knicks due to an ankle injury in this game. The lone player listed out. Jumper at the baseline by Bridges. Missed off the mark. Tipped by Poeltl. Rebound controlled by Dick here. Up the floor off to Barrett. Barrett, the former Knick, now with the Raptors. Double team. Gets the way off to Agbaji. And we got a turnover charge to RJ Barrett. So we'll go right back over to the Knicks now. 5-zip, New York looking to get on the board. Inbound goes into the backcourt here to Josh Hart. Josh Hart crosses the midcourt logo, defended by Barnes 1-on-1. Bounce pass off to Bridges. Bridges picked up by Dick here around the perimeter. Slides it off to his left. Elevates for the 3. Swoosh! That is good for him. Downtown for the Knicks by OG Anunoby. The former Raptor who delivers. Jumper right back good from the corner by the former Knick, now Raptor, RJ Barrett. 8-3. A lot of good storylines in this game with a couple former players. He used to play for the other team, now in another uniform. Cat at the top of the key, fires a bullet down low. Anunoby with some space. Kiss off the glass, scores. Up and in off the backboard. Good for 2 by OG. Scoring star to pick up right now. Cat with a beautiful dime. Off a laser of a pass straight away inside the key off the roll down to OG. Barnes at the right wing, double teamed. Moves it out to the corner, in and out of the hands of Agbaji, results in a turnover. It'll go back to New York here with the basketball. Standalone game tonight in the NBA. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe as we are through The first 2 minutes and 50 seconds of action here tonight. Cat, top of the free throw circle, guarded by Pirtle, 101, looks to send it out around the perimeter, flings it down low. Nice pass by Cat to the backdoor cutter. Results in a layup scored by Mikal Bridges. 1 point game right now. 7-3 run now for the Knicks. Raptors with possession. At the right wing perimeter, Barnes. Scotty Barnes dribbles up. Pocket pass. Missed the mark to Pirtle. Pirtle got it back though. Bobbled. Free throw circle. Kick out quarter. Achai a 3. Swash. Achai Agbaji sizzles a 3 ball. Electric start to this game so far. First 3.5 minutes of action. 11-7. Knicks perfect 1 for 1 from the perimeter. Raptors getting going. They're perfect 3 for 3 to start things off. Brunson, dribble drive, low block, turn around. Brunson got the bounce. Good for the buckets. Good little head fake right there at the low block by Jalen Brunson. Michael, welcome in. Thanks for joining in here, bud. Coming off the screen, Grady Dick drives on Cat. Dick no good off the glass, tipped up, and Josh Hart collects the defensive rebound. Hart out of the pack. 8 minutes left to go in the first. Takes it coast to coast. Josh Hart, and he got the roll up and in off the window. Good for 2 for Hart. Rebound and bucket taking it C2C coast to coast for Josh Hart. Ball got poked loose down the far side, and Brunson tried to come up with it. He stepped out of bounds as he tried to fling it back into the court of play, right into the announcer's booth right there. On the far side, the scores table. Nothing real vigilant or WWE style like we saw with Desmond Bane on Saturday against the Celtics, crashing right into the NBC Sports Boston monitors. At the left wing perimeter, Grady Dick. Dick drives downhill. Dick elevates, blew the layup as he goes crashing right into the cameraman next to the stanchion. They got numbers 5 and 4 for New York. Bridges circles around, dish out to the left wing, up fake here for New York. Left baseline dribble, tiptoeing the baseline. OG off the Cat, going up. He got stripped, and Cat lost it out of bounds off his knee. It will go back to Toronto. I like the Knicks in this one tonight. They've really responded well after losses this year for them. So New York, they haven't lost back-to-back games since early November for them. November 4th and November 6th was the last time they lost back-to-back games. They've been rolling recently. This is a sneaky good game tonight because this Raptors team is pretty good on their home floor, 6-6 at home, where they have really struggled on the road this year at just 1-11 in road games for them this season. So we're going to take the first time out tonight. Toronto burns the first time out. Down to 7:24 left to go. And a really good, efficient start for these two teams right now. We got almost 30 watching. You guys, the real legends, MVPs in the channel. Make sure to smash that thumbs up if you're new. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you like to be notified for future live streams. Feel free to hit us up in the chat who you like to win this game tonight here. Knicks or Raptors. Yeah, if there's one thing that I'd be confident on, New York hasn't lost back-to-back games in a month. They lost their last game on Saturday against Detroit. My confidence, if I had to pick, would be with the Knicks money line in this game. Even though they're hefty favorites tonight. 7.5 point favorites on the line for this one. I'm not sure if they'll be able to cover, considering that Toronto has been playing much better recently, and they're a pretty solid team on their home floor, where they've struggled on the road this year. But some of the stuff I like for tonight, I do like Baylor at 24.5. I saw it earlier in the morning at like 22.5. I do like them to crush Abilene Christian tonight. Joe Burrow on Monday Night Football. For some reason, I found over-under for his passing touchdowns was 1.5. You could get good value for 3+ over there for tonight. Joe Burrow over 24.5 completions. That's one to consider for tonight. He's been rolling 5 straight games with 26+ completions for Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow over 38.5 passing yards for the longest pass for completion. He's got 5 straight games of at least a 40-yard bomb or greater for Joe Burrow. So that's another one I saw that I really liked for Joe Burrow. And also to consider, Bengals at -4.5. That number started off today at -5.5. Now to -4.5. That's some pretty good value right there for Cincinnati. Cowboys winning their last two, but the Bengals 4-1 against non-playoff teams. The only loss against a non-playoff team came against the Patriots in Week 1. They've been blowing out the non-playoff teams that have losing records. They've been struggling, losing close games against teams that are in the top 7, either in the AFC or NFC. That's where they've had issues grinding out those games. For Baltimore or for Cincinnati in shootout games, they lost one of those games early on to Baltimore. They lost against the Chiefs, very close this season for them. So they've been so close, but just no cigar when it's come down to like teams that's really good for signature wins. They just don't have signature wins, but they've been able to beat teams by double digits that's not in the playoffs conversation, and the Cowboys are one of those teams tonight. So I do like them at 4.5 tonight for Cincinnati on the road. We get back to action here. Grady Dick comes out with a steal. 7 minutes left to go in the first. Dick slides it off to Agbaji with a 3, came off the rim short. Those two guys for the Kansas Jayhawks playing college hoops. Achai, member of the national championship team for Kansas, and then Grady Dick came in a year later. I believe it was 2021, the national championship team for Kansas, then 2023. Yeah, 2021-22 was Agbaji. It was 22, and then 23 was the championship, or 22 was the championship team, and then 23 came in Grady Dick. Yeah, Grady Dick's in the second season. 6:40 left to go in the first here. Barrett launches a 3, missed off the mark, no good. Twice off the rim, tipped up by Dick for the offensive rebound. Putback chance, couldn't get it though off the back rim, and Katz secures another defensive board. Bridges on the outside finds Brunson. Brunson at the left wing perimeter. He's working on Pirtle 1-on-1 on the outside. Brunson. Left baseline dribble guarded by Barnes 1-on-1. Bounce pass off the Cat. Cat bouncing bodies working on Pirtle at the elbow. Cats 5 of the shot clock. Outside finds Hart. Hart dribbles up. Left baseline takes a deep 2J. That one was a tough follow-away shot. Missed short, and the rebound back to Toronto here. Raptors with possession. Barnes jacks up a 3 off the mark. No good. And after a fast start between both of these teams, shots start to not drop recently, but RJ Barrett spins and gets the putback underneath for 2. 13-11 now. Knicks with possession. Brunson at the right wing perimeter. He's working 1-on-1 defended by Agbaji. Brunson drives to the free throw circle. Oh, nice dump off underneath. Finds Hart behind the defense. Slipping free up and then off the glass for the layup. 13 even. That was a beautiful job to play make there by Jalen Brunson. 5-star details. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Cat for less than 25 points. Joe Burrow for 250 plus. I really like Joe Burrow at 250 plus tonight. I saw his over-under was at 278.5. I think it's going to be very close, but 250, that's more comfortable. Or I like that number tonight, 250 plus. Quarter jumper, good by RJ Barrett as he sinks down to 3. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be close for Cat, under 25, but yeah, I'll take that possibly. Because he is, so he did come into this game questionable for him tonight, for Cat. And I do like the balance that the Knicks have had. They have multiple guys in double figures as Brunson tried to thread the needle off the Cat, went off a Cat out of bounds, and then we'll go to the Raptors here. I like what I'm seeing from the Raptors early on, too. Their defense has been hanging in strong, so yeah, that could possibly work there. I really, really like that Joe Burrow 250 plus because he's had multiple games with like 275 plus recently. He's also the top passing yards leader right now in the NFL. His touchdowns have been insane lately. He has gone off for multiple games with 3+ touchdown passes lately. Bullseye as the Raptors rip down another 3 right through the cylinder there. RJ Barrett getting going in this game, up to 8 points, just made his second 3-ball. Precious Achua, jumper, mid-range, over Pirtle, connects on it. Christian, welcome in, man. I like Cincinnati tonight in that one, so I like the Bengals on the road. Cowboys only have 1 home win this year, and a lot of home games that they played have been bad beats. And I think is a recipe for disaster. Like, just look at the quarterbacks, Cooper Rush or Joe Burrow. Like, who's going to win you the game? prime time tonight. Ice Joe Burrow just gonna be he's gonna be balling out. I feel like tonight. National spotlight. They need to win remaining part of their schedule for them. Providence, yeah, they play DePaul coming up. Yeah, enjoy the rest of their night, Jeffrey. I'm gonna check to see where that when that game is. They gotta win that game. Oh, that's tomorrow. Yeah, they gotta win that game tomorrow. 8:30 p.m. Providence at DePaul. DePaul's been sneakily good this season. Jakob Poeltl checks out of the game. 3:40 left to go in the first quarter. As Brunson gets the inbound. Down by 6 here for the Knicks. Low-scoring opening quarter for New York. Brunson defended by Davion Mitchell around the perimeter. He was also a national champion back in 2021 for Baylor's. That three goes down off the skip pass by Miles McBride. As he buries the triple for New York. Underneath it is good for the bucket for the Raptors. Jacoby Walter. Out of Baylor, he is a rookie. Able to score his first basket in the night. McBride slides it off to Brunson at the left wing perimeter. Brunson spots up, takes the three, and he cans it. Jalen Brunson knocks down a big triple. Jalen Brunson's last 2 games against the Raptors, he has gone off. 38 points and 26 after the 2024 New Year's trade where they got Anunoby for the Knicks. He has started to go off. Olynyk backs his way inside the paint, showing patience. Turnaround shot over Achua, connects on it. It's a good, patient possession right there, milking a little bit of clock by Kelly Olynyk. 4-point lead for the Raptors. Knicks with possession. Brunson getting hot recently. Brunson off the screen set by Achua. Pocket pass off to Achua. Right past Olynyk. Soars up and he throws it down with a two-handed flush. Plus the foul as well by Precious Achua. Great pocket pass right there by Jalen Brunson. 25-23. 1 free throw coming up here at the line for the Knicks. They've done it so far through their playmaking. A lot of great dimes so far to begin this game for New York. As they're down to win in 2. They'll have a free throw coming up after the timeout. 2-point game at the moment. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. RJ Barrett, 8 points for the Raptors, leading the game against his former team right now. Toronto's got a lot of great balance so far. They got 8 different scores so far in this game for the Raptors. Both of these teams got a lot of good balance this season. They don't have a player that is like superstar, like over the top, can blow you away like some of the teams. Jalen Brunson, he is the leading scorer out of anybody on the floor, averaging around 25. But RJ Barrett, top scorer of the team for Toronto. It's been more of a balanced attack with these two teams having like 7 or 8 guys in double figures this season. 8 points by Barrett, and then there's 7 other players that have either 2 or 3 points right now for the Raptors. And then for the Knicks, it is 5 points each by OG Anunoby and Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson heating up recently, also with 3 assists. And Karl-Anthony Towns, yet to score so far, 0 for 3 from the floor, but also he has got 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. So doing it through the glass so far for Cat in this game. Hey, there you go. Simpsons football game over on Disney Plus for Jeffrey. If the Bengals miss the playoffs, yes, I think they're going to miss the playoffs because right now they're 4-8. They got to win out basically to get there. Do I think that Zach Taylor should be fired? He is on the hot seat right now for him. I think they're going to I think they're going to keep him this year, and then next year is going to be a telling year. But I think it's going to be the defensive coordinator. The defensive coordinator should have already been let go because how the heck, like, Joe Burrow is having a historic season. With those numbers, they should have like a record of like 10-2, 11-2. They should be like a top 3 team in the AFC right now alongside Buffalo and Kansas City. That's where the Bengals should be. Their defense is so bad that they're in shootouts constantly for them. Tonight, they should not be in a shootout. They should not be in a shootout against Cooper Rush. look at this game. It's an explosive offense going up against an offense that hasn't really been explosive, that has bad quarterback play. They have been better recently for the Cowboys, but they have been pathetic on their home field. So I do like Cincinnati tonight and the value that you can get them at 4.5 because they're playing for a playoff spot, playing very desperate. They also have played really well against non-playoff teams, beating multiple non-playoff teams out of the 4 teams that they beat were non-playoff teams by double digits for most of those teams. Only loss they had against a non-playoff team right now is the Patriots, and that was the opening game, week 1. Free throw is good at 25-24. Lob down low. Mitchell, backdoor, blew the layup. Davion Mitchell having a tough season. He was pretty solid. Rookie campaign over for the Kings. Brunson shovels at the mid-block. Off to McBride. Over to Brunson. Jacks up another 3 and he drills it. Jalen Brunson getting into a groove right now with 8 points as the Knicks take the lead. 27-25 New York. Top of the key, Kelly Olynyk passes off to the cutter, down low, blew an open layup once again, blew another open layup. Oh, that's a big ew. Number 2, Jonathan Mogbo, a rookie from Missouri State and San Francisco, blew 2 wide open layups. Never seen anything like that. That man is going to be playing for the Shanghai Sharks tomorrow. Jalen Brunson at the free throw line will be shooting 2. Holy smokes. How in the world do you blow 2 open layups? Missed the first and then you had a putback chance and you blew that one. Both of them were uncontested. He got there to the rim before the defense had a chance to contest it. It's just mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling. First shot missed at the free throw line by Jalen Brunson. Second shot coming up by Brunson at the line. Free throw is up. Free throw is good. 28-25 New York. New York hasn't lost back-to-back games in over a month span in early November. Mitchell, hand off to Barnes, jacks up the 3 off the back rim too long. Achua soars up, controls the defensive rebounds. Right now, New York's in the run. 13-4 scoring run, lasts 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Brunson slides it off the Bridges. Right baseline dribble. Pocket pass underneath off to Achua. Missed the runner. Chance here for the putback. Tipped around. Cat came up with another rebound. And going up, he got fouled. 1 minute even left to play in the first quarter. Raptors losing the wheels here towards the end of 1. And this should be much more simpler than they have it for them. For Toronto, as they've blew a couple open layups. If you make those shots, you're up right now. 31-28 if you're Toronto. Davion Mitchell blew an open layup, backdoor, and then they had 2 open layups on the same possession blown by Jonathan Mogbo. Karl-Anthony Towns, 2 shots here at the free throw line. First one's good. 29-25. Cats averaging 25.2 points per game this season. Massive season on the glass, averaging 13.2 points per game. Number 2 in the rebounding this season. Cat already with 4 rebounds. Second free throw is good. He's got his first 2 points of the game. 30-25 now for the Knicks. Final minute left to go in the opening quarter. Raptors with possession. Scotty Barnes on the floor with Olynyk, Davion Mitchell. Number 2, Jonathan Mogbo, the guy that blew 2 straight layups in the runner by number 14 who missed it. Jacoby Walter, a rookie from Baylor. He went up. He got fouled. And this will be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line as Cameron Payne was the one who picked up the shooting foul. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how they do Monday Night Football over on Disney+. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up here, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams in the channel. And type in the chat who you guys like to win this one tonight. Type it in, Knicks or Raptors. First one's good at the line by Jacoby Walter. Walter, an absolute bucket getter for Baylor last season. Second free throw right down the middle. 3-point game. This is a really young team. They got a couple of guys that's played for prestigious programs for college basketball that made it far into the NCAA tournaments. Really, really young core group that they got here in the rebuilding season for the Raptors. Cat slips right past Barnes, and Cat floats up the shot, got fouled as it went over the cylinder. And Cat will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. This Raptors team leads the NBA in a category you do not want to lead. That is most personal fouls committed this season. And the Knicks, best team in the NBA in free throw shooting percentage. That is one strength going up against a weakness in this matchup tonight. Just like the Bengals' strength of high-octane scoring offense going up against a weakness of the Cowboys with lack of quarterback play this season. First free throw, no good. Missed by Cat around the rim and out. Next one, you got 32-27 now. 5-point lead, Cats. He's got 4. At the moment, Barnes drives, kick out to the corner, outside to the wing. Walter jacks up the 3, missed off the back rim, no good. Soaring up for the long rebound is Miles McBride for New York. Knicks slow it down. Bridges slides it across the floor off the Cameron Payne, the former Phoenix Sun. Payne at the left wing perimeter. Payne still with it. 6 seconds left to go. Cameron Payne, a lot of dribbling. Drives analytic. Left baseline dribble. Shovels off. And a shot floated up. It goes through right before the buzzer for the Knicks. Off balance. 3 at the horn. Missed off the mark by Barnes. Thought he was fouled. Could not get the call. And 34-27 at the end of the opening quarter. Mikal Bridges receiving it. Cutting to the hoop with an assist by Miles McBride. As Cameron Payne started off the offense there for the Knicks. McBride was able to shovel it inside a key off the Bridges, who floated up the runner inside and connected on it right before the buzzer. 34-27 New York. Late surge, late first quarter, and able to take the lead and up by 7. Yeah, good question, Christian. So which running back would I take there? Josh Jacobs or Bijan Robinson? Yeah, Robinson has like a really bright future, so I lean towards him for the future there. Jacobs just been in tough situations. Used to play for the Raiders. If there's a coach that's going to get fired real soon, that would be Antonio Pierce for the Raiders. 2 wins so far this year. It's been a nightmare for that team this year. Make sure to vote in the poll who you guys like to win this game tonight, Knicks or Raptors. Right now, the Knicks leading that poll through one quarter, 67-33. Knicks getting hot from downtown. 4 for 5 from the perimeter. Raptors 5 for 11. Knicks plus 3 in the glass, 11-8 points in the paint, 16-8 for New York. A good mix so far for New York, and they've recorded 12 field goals on 9 assists. They've done a great job moving the basketball, especially inside in this game. Jalen Brunson, 3 assists so far, 2 assists by Cat. Cat's already got 4 rebounds to the opening quarter. Really solid start here for New York. Both of these teams doing it with balance. Jalen Brunson leading the way with 9 points. He is the top scorer in the game. Over for the Raptors, 8 points by R.J. Barrett through the opening quarter. It's just, I'm not sure if they get enough firepower to contend against the Knicks. The Knicks have been a really good offensive unit this season, whereas the Raptors, their struggle has been in the defense. They rank in the bottom third of the NBA in points allowed, around 25th this season. And this Knicks team ranks 7th in the NBA in points scored this year. They're having an efficient season, number 2 in the NBA in field goal shooting percentage behind the Cavs this year for New York, and they're having an excellent year. Back to action, 7-point lead for New York, a left to right in the Florida Knicks with the basketball. Miles McBride running the point as he dribbles up to the right baseline. McBride on the floor with Bridges. Top of the key over to number 5, Precious Achiuwa. Hands it off to Cameron Payne. Payne at the left wing working on Grady Dick. Payne 101. Jacks up the 3 straight away over Dick, and it rattles in. Largest lead of the game for the Knicks. 10-point advantage now. First double-digit lead of the game, 37-27. Toronto in trouble right now. Handoff around the perimeter. Walter off the Dick, coming around the screen. Back to Jacoby Walter. Walter dribbles towards his right, top of the key. Walter drives up to the elbow. Jumper, deep 2, no good. Around the rim and out. And we do have a foul, though, charged to New York on the floor. So Karl-Anthony Towns looking around as it's on him. So we have substitutions here. Bridges and Achiuwa check out. Non-shooting foul. It was away from the basketball, so the inbound goes to the Raptors. Down by 10 for Toronto. Pirtle. Lob, low block. Barnes backs his way. Scotty Barnes swings it outside to Walter. 97 points per game for the starters this season for the Knicks. That leads all teams in the NBA. 18-footer straight away. Missed off the mark by Walter. Offensive rebound control by Pirtle. His shovel pass deflected back into the hands to Pirtle, though. Pirtle dribbles around the perimeter. 8 on the shot clock. Sends it off to Barnes. Scotty Barnes, a lot of dribbling here. 5 on the shot clock. Launches the jumper. Deep 2. Off the rim 3 times. No good. Tipped up to Cat for another rebound. 5 rebounds so far by Karl-Anthony Towns in the early second quarter. McBride at the left wing. Slides it off to Cat. Cat dribbles up. Drives downhill. Right to the rim. No good. Missed the right-hand layup as it was too strong off the glass. Up the floor now with Scotty Barnes. Flings it out to the wing. Up fake. Sidestep to his left. A 3. A laser from downtown. It's good by Grady Dick. 37-30. 7-point game as Dick makes a big-time 3 there. At the left corner. McBride slides it off to Payne. Launches the 3 off the back rim. Kaboinked it. Tipped over to Dick for the defensive rebound. Up the floor. Finds Walter. Walter will slow it down. This team is jacked with Big 12 basketball players on their team. Grady Dick from Kansas. Ochai Agbaji as well, won a national championship from Kansas. There is Jacoby Walter in the corner. Lines it up and he splashes it. It's a 3 by Walter. It's a 4-point game. He's a former Baylor Bear. Played his first season and only season last year as a freshman for Baylor. Cat leans in, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Karl-Anthony Towns lowering the boom with a shoulder. It will go back to Toronto. Let's see if we can get more people in the chat. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you like to be notified for future live streams. And type in the chat who you like to win this game tonight here, Knicks or Raptors. Feel free to put it in the chat. Thanks all for watching. Outside of Grady Dick, launched the 3, no good. Around the rim and out to rebound. Controlled by Josh Hart. Josh Hart up the floor, shovels out to the top. Anunoby sends it off to Hart. Mid-block, bounce pass, down low, Cat freed up, and he soars up and scores the left-hand layup. 6-point advantage for the Knicks in the timeout. Or no, they will not go to a timeout. Look like they were slowing it down, but they will keep this going on. 9:15 remaining before halftime. Toronto with possession down by 6. Pirtle on the floor with Dick. Walter. Jonathan Mogbo, and here's a 3 by Scotty Barnes as it got partially blocked up in the air. Back to the Knicks here with the basketball. McBride up the floor with Cat. Hart, Anunoby, and Payne. The 5 on the floor. Brunson getting a breather. Step back 3. Missed off the rim short by McBride. The rebound snatched away by Scotty Barnes. Off to the trailer. A lot of 3s taken so far by Jacoby Walter. Blocked from the side by Anunoby, and Josh Hart came down with it, though he was out of bounds. That's an excellent defensive play there by OG. Able to swat that 3-point shot attempt from the side of Jacoby Walter. This Knicks defense is suffocating. Back-to-back blocks around the perimeter. $8:40 Remaining before halftime, OG Anunoby, number 1 in the NBA in 3-point field goals contested this season, 4th in deflections in the NBA. Inbound goes to Pirtle for the Raptors, down by 6. Hand off Walter. Walter, a rookie from Baylor, dribbles up to the elbow, up fake, sneaks around, floats up the runner. Over, Cat gutted a drop. It's good for 2 for Jacoby Walter. 4-point game right now, 39-35. Knicks with possession. Cameron Payne, a right wing perimeter. Payne dribbles towards his left, slides it off the Hart. Push pass, left corner off to Anunoby off the jab step. Jacks up the 3, missed off the mark. Tipped it by Cat for the offensive rebound. Cat, second chance. Cat gutted a drop. Good for the buckets. Second chance points there. Great box out by Karl-Anthony Towns. Big game on the glass so far with 8 points and 6 rebounds. Olynyk slides it off to his right, dribbling up inside the key. It is Barrett. No good. Missed the layup with the left hand. Tipped over to Hart for the defensive rebound. Josh Hart up the floor. Skip pass. Right corner McBride. Steps into the 3. Rattles in. It is good by Miles McBride in the triple. Timeout taken on the floor by Toronto. 44-35 as the Knicks have found their shot tonight from the perimeter. 60%, 6 for 10 from the outside. Really solid start right now for New York. Up by 10 at one point in the game as they have gone up by 9. Second largest margin of lead in this game. 7:45 left to go before halftime. We got 35 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up. Hitting that like helps out this video a ton, being found on YouTube. If you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe over to the channel. Yeah, Juan Soto officially a Met, signed the richest contract ever in professional sports history. Just insane. And I thought the Red Sox had a chance there, but they offered him $70 million less than what the Mets had offered him. But welcome to Adam on the stream. Thanks for joining in, bud. This is a standalone game tonight in the NBA if you're just joining us. This is the only game going on tonight in the NBA. I'll be back tomorrow night covering Bucks against Magic. So if you like to join in tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. for Bucks versus Magic, feel free to do so. Not much going on for sports tonight. Indiana leading Minnesota. 3:45 remaining, 75-59 for the Hoosiers. Baylor up early against Abilene Christian, 12-5 in the first 5 minutes. Bengals at Cowboys. This game just started. And the Cowboys have the football at the Dallas 42 in the 2nd and 8 for Monday Night Football tonight. What a start to this game right now. New York is red hot. If you guys took Karl-Anthony Towns over 9 rebounds, it is looking really good right now. 6 rebounds, 8 points. And we still got a long way left to go. 7:45 remaining in this game. Cat's averaging a double-double this season. He's averaging over 12 rebounds per game. The number 2 rebounder currently in the NBA. Karl-Anthony Towns on October 3rd, 2024, acquired from Minnesota for Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo in the first-round pick. And it started to materialize into something right now for New York. Slow start. They got off to a 4-5 start for the Knicks ever since. They are 10-4 their previous 14 games. They're 4-1 in their last 9. They haven't lost back-to-back games since over a month. Back to action. Olynyk at the elbow. Push pass. Left corner. Walter. Catch and fire. 3 came up short. Great defense all over the map for the Knicks tonight, especially from the perimeter. Raptors shooting the ball just 7 for 17 from the outside. That's actually 41%. Not that bad. Multiple threes made early. Haven't been able to catch fire lately, though, as Cameron Payne goes backdoor, scores the layup. Largest lead right now, up by 11 for New York. Top of the key, Olynyk. Olynyk dribble drive it down the hill inside the paint. Kick out to the corner. Mitchell push past the wing. The 3. Swoosh. That is good by Toronto. The former Knick, R.J. Barrett, tees up the triple. Big response back down to 7 minutes left to go before halftime. McBride puts the ball into the hands to Anunoby. Bounce pass Hart. Hart at the right wing perimeter. Brunson still on the bench currently for the Knicks. Backing his way free throw circle, McBride. His pass deflected out of bounds. Last off of the Raptors with Walter. It will stay Knicks basketball. Quick update on Cat's rebound numbers. He is up to 7 rebounds right now for Cat. He had a rebound in the previous play coming back from the timeout. Underneath, bounce pass, broke it up. It will stay Knicks ball. Looking for the inbound here for New York. Anunoby sends it off to the elbow into the hands of Cat. Passes backdoor cutter. OG Anunoby soars up and he throws it down with a two-handed flush. 10-point lead once again. Raptors with possession. Right baseline Joel Walter bouncing bodies. Walter couldn't get it to drop. He missed the and one. Though he did get fouled by Cat though. So Jacoby Walter will head to the free throw line and shoot 2 for the Raptors. .6:31 left to go in the second. Walter with 2 shots. First free throw. Right down the pipe. Karl-Anthony Towns will check out of the game. Big game of the glass with him already. 7 rebounds, 8 points, 3 assists. Second shot, it is good. Down the middle by Walter. 8-point game, 6.5 left to go before halftime. Knicks with possession. 5 on the floor currently for New York. Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Precious Achiuwa, Miles McBride, and OG Anunoby. Brunson with a possession. He has 8 points so far. The first quarter of action. Brunson takes the 3 at the right wing. No good. Came up short. Offensive rebound controlled by Achiuwa. Keeps the possession alive off to Anunoby. Weaves his way inside the key. Dump off Achiuwa. And he soars up. Throws it down with a 2-hand jam. 50-40. 10-point lead once again for New York. Midway through the second quarter. Pirtle at the top. Pirtle, 1-on-1. He's guarded by Achiuwa. Dribbles up top of the free throw circle. Moves it out to the left corner. Into the hands to Achai. Achai, dump off down low. Olynyk floats up the shot. No good off the mark. Tip back to Olynyk, though, for the offensive rebound. And he scores up and it off the glass for the bucket. Josh Hart in a little bit of pain right now as he was rolling around the hardwood. He does get up on his feet, though. Tough soldier right there with Josh Hart. Play continues. 5.5 left to go before halftime. Hart still on the floor. Brunson fires the pass out to the right wing. McBride turns the corner. Dish out to the left corner. 3 on its way. Kaboom! It's good. OG Anunoby sizzles the triple. 53-42 New York. Raptors in trouble. Down by 11 once again. Davion Mitchell moves it off to the left wing. Up fake Olynyk. Olynyk inside the key. Olynyk the leaner. Missed off the mark. No good. Putback is there for 2 by the NCAA champion Ochai Agbaji. Back to a single-digit game. 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Right wing perimeter Hart. Bounce pass over to number 5. This is Precious Achiuwa as he went up, got stripped off the glass, no good, tipped around. Raptors with the basketball. Drive, a kick, a corner, 3. It is good for the triple. Swash. Jacoby Walter rips down the 3. Electric game we got here. 6-point game. Timeout taken by Tibbs in New York. 53-47 as the Knicks will burn a timeout with 4:35 left to go before halftime. If you're new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA, college hoops, you name it. Yeah, Mizzou upset number 1 Kansas, same as Creighton. Both of those teams are still unranked. This rankings is very off. It's so off right now. Baylor lost by 4 to UConn at UConn. They got unranked. They dropped from 15 to 26 because of that loss. Arizona State's been balling out. They got a youngster, Josan Sanan from Fall River, Massachusetts. That dude is a baller. He's like one of the top six-man years of college basketball this year. He's a freshman, so remember the name. The freshman six-man off the bench from Fall River, Massachusetts, an absolute baller this year. He plays for Bobby Hurley in Arizona State. Memphis, they should be dropped entirely. Memphis plays like one solid week for college basketball, and it always comes around Thanksgiving, and then after that, they start to lose it, and then they miss the tournament because of it. They lost against Arkansas State yesterday by double digits. Memphis deserves to be dropped from the rankings entirely, and then Missouri comes in after Memphis. I don't get how that happens. Like, Mizzou is much better than Memphis. 26, 27, 28. Missouri's at 29. Penn State's at 30. Penn State upset Purdue. I thought Penn State would have been ranked too after upsetting Purdue. And Purdue, what? They only dropped 3 spots. That's so odd. Purdue only dropped 3 spots from 8 to 11 for losing against Penn State. Arkansas, Drake, Pitt. Pitt should not be in the rankings. Pitt barely got by Virginia Tech, who's the worst Power 5 team right now this season. Virginia Tech's been horrendous this year. Pittsburgh lost by like 40 plus against Mississippi State, which Mississippi State's ranked at 25. Utah State undefeated. Illinois, they had a horrific game against Northwestern. I watched a little bit of that game. They were up by double-digit points, and they jacked up 3-point shot after 3-point shot. They were playing Joe Mazzulla ball. They jacked up a ridiculous amount of threes. They couldn't make threes to save their lives, and they lost in overtime at Northwestern on Friday night. Back to action, 53-47. Jalen Brunson with the ball, dribbles up to the right elbow. Brunson backs his way free throw circle on Agbaji, slides it off to McBride, launches the 3 around the rim and out. Tipped up to Pirtle for the defensive rebound as he saved it at the baseline. Agbaji, full court outlet pass. Barnes soars up, snags it, and he puts it through, up and then off the backboard. It's good for 2 for Scotty Barnes. 4-point game right now. Approaching 4 minutes left to go before halftime. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. That helps out this channel a ton. Being found on YouTube. Corner 3 missed off the mark. No good by the Knicks by Bridges. Here goes Toronto. A hard drive inside of Peyton. Good with a left-hand layup. Scoop score. Up and then off the glass, but a former New York Knick, R.J. Barrett. 2-point game right now. 9-zip run last minute for Toronto. Brunson, top of the key. Brunson dribbles up, dish out left corner. The 3 by Anunoby missed off the mark. And here goes Barrett against his former team. Collects the defensive board. 3-on-2 pocket pass in transition. Up and in off the glass behind the defense. It is Agbaji, good for the layup. All of a sudden, a double-digit lead has evaporated to a tie game. 3:20 left to go before halftime. Knicks with a possession. McBride. Edge of the midcourt logo. Shovels out to the right wing into the hands to Brunson. 12-5 on fast break points in favor of the Raptors tonight. Dump off out to the right corner. Here's a 3 taken by Bridges. Off the mark again. Another missed 3 by the Knicks. The rebound secured by Pirtle. Chance to break the tie right here. Agbaji laces up the 3. Off the mark short. And the rebound secured by Brunson for New York. Under 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Jalen Brunson, left wing perimeter, 1-on-1 working on his former teammate R.J. Barrett. Edge of the midcourt logo towards his right at the right wing. Bounce pass inside, deflected, intercepted by Barrett. Here he goes off to the races. Barrett, Eurostep, takes it in, and he scores up and in off the backboard. Good for 2 for R.J. 55-53, 13-0 scoring run in the last 2 minutes and 13 seconds. And finally, Tom Thibodeau will burn a timeout for New York. The Toronto Raptors heating up in a big way as they have caught lightning in a bottle right now, as this will take us straight to a timeout. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell here if you'd like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. And what a game we got currently right now. Toronto down by double digits, soaring all the way back to a 2-point lead, 55-53. They were down as many by 11 at one point. So yeah, back to the college basketball rankings. It makes 0 sense what's going on recently. I went over all the teams in the top 25, and then most of the teams receiving votes. After the top 25, Baylor's 26, Arizona State 27, Memphis 28, Mizzou, who just knocked off number 1 Kansas, is at 29, whereas Creighton is also receiving votes further back. 30 Penn State, 31 Arkansas, 32 is Drake, which is undefeated, Pittsburgh, which is 33 somehow. They should not be receiving votes right now. 34 Utah State. Illinois was terrible against Northwestern at 35. St. John's, they should be back in the top 25 soon at 36. Maryland destroyed Ohio State. They're at 37. Dayton 38. Creighton, which crushed Kansas, number 1 ranked team last week, is 39. That's so disrespectful. So 39 and 29. Those are the 2 teams that beat number 1 Kansas last week. Missouri and Creighton receiving votes not even inside the top 25. What a bounce back year for West Virginia. They're at number 40. So we come back to action. Missed 3 at the left wing by Toronto. Over the back follow charge to Anunoby though. 41 Indiana. North Carolina 42. They dropped out. Georgia 43, St. Mary's 44, Texas 45, which they lost against UConn yesterday, 46 to Rhode Island, which is undefeated, 9-0, upset Providence at the Ryan Center on Saturday. It's their best start since 1948 for the University of Rhode Island Rams at 9-0, their best start in 77 years. Jumper inside a key, it is good by Mikal Bridges. Tie game, 55 even right now. Final team in the rankings is Loyola Chicago, which is undefeated this season with Sister Jean. Top of the key, Barnes slides it off to Pirtle at the right wing. Minute 45 left to go before halftime. Pirtle at the elbow. Pirtle lob over the top. Barrett catches it. Barrett soars up and he scores. Up and it off the backboard. Good for 2 by RJ. RJ Barrett started a takeover recently right now for the Raptors against his former team. Barrett has got himself up to 17 points right now. He is the game leader. Top scorer for the Knicks is OG with 10. Brunson has 9. Missed 3 straight away off the rim short by Cat as he is back on the floor. Skip pass, right corner, 3 off the back rim, missed by Dick, and the rebound secured by Anunoby. Big game by Cat so far in the glass in the opening half with 7 rebounds. And a reach and foul picked up in the backcourt charge to Barrett. 57-55, just above a minute left to go before half. You guys, the Real Legends MVP is out on the stream. Let's see if we can get more people watching this video for this stream tonight. Make sure to share it out to all your friends out there. If you guys are new to the channel, smash the thumbs up. Hitting that like helps out a ton with this video being found on YouTube and the algorithm. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe if you enjoy the content as well. Feel free to come back for future live streams coming up as well. The runner by Cats, no good, but he did get fouled. So Karl-Anthony Towns will shoot 2 coming up here at the free throw line. Down to 55 seconds left to go before halftime. Jakob Poeltl, the guilty party, picked up the shooting foul. Oh, now the refs are going back to the scorers table to see if this foul occurred on the shot or not. Initially, it was ruled shooting foul charged to Jakob Poeltl. So they are waiting to call on the floor here. Shooting foul charged to Jakob Poeltl off the runner by Karl-Anthony Towns. So this should be 2 free throws coming up. 55.2 seconds left to go as we're showing a replay right now. Cat drives to the mid-block, floated up a runner over Poeltl. Got fouled. Poeltl grimacing after the hit as he was seen clutching one of his fingers. Monday Night Football. Cowboys scored an opening touchdown, 7-0 at Dallas, with 4:30 left to go in the opening quarter. Bengals are driving, though, inside the red zone with a 1st and 10 at the Dallas 19. Joe Burrow, 5 for 7, 39 passing yards. Cooper Rush, 4 for 5 passing, 42 passing yards. In this game, RJ Barrett against his former team, putting up big numbers so far. 17 points in 17 minutes on 7 for 9 shooting, 3 for 4 from the perimeter. Hey, what's good, Andrew? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Only player in double figures for the Knicks, that is OG Anunoby against his former team. 10 points tonight. Robert, welcome in, man. Yeah, true facts right there. Rough season for the Cowboys this year. Yeah, things going pretty well, Andrew. Light slate for college hoops. Indiana took care of Minnesota tonight, 82-67. Baylor up by 15 over Abilene Christian, 29-14. Yeah, this has been a really good game. If you guys are just joining in, the Knicks were up by 11 points at one point against the Raptors. The Raptors have been able to come back. They've started to get themselves in a massive run for them, and they've started to knock down shots. So Karl-Anthony Towns at the free throw line. 2 free throws for him. First one is good. 57-56. Raptors starting to be better recently. They started off really slow. They were 2-12 to start off. They're 5-5 in their last 10, though. Second free throw good by Cats. 57 even. Cat tonight, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. And Jakob Poeltl will head to the free throw line and shoot free throws as well. Cat got issued a flagrant 1 foul. So I'm not sure what was said there, but Karl-Anthony Towns flagrant 1 on a drive on Jakob Poeltl. And Jakob Poeltl will have 2 free throws here attempted, and the first one's good. Second shot is good as well. Yeah, NBA Cup games start tomorrow, so bigger games start up, and it's been a light slate in terms of like amount of games for this week for the NBA. Yeah, very light slate. This is the only game tonight that's going on for the NBA. Monday Night Football going on at the same time. And college basketball barely has anything going on. It's just 2 Power 5 teams in action. Indiana won against Minnesota in Big Ten action. And Baylor's playing mid-major Abilene Christian right now. Grady Dick receives it top of the key. Missed the 3, no good. Tipped around. And the rebound controlled by Anunoby. 40 seconds left to go before halftime. Brunson up the floor. Fires a bullet. Right corner. Bridges takes the 3. He takes it. And he makes it from downtown. Rattled in. Good for the triple by Mikal Bridges. 1 point advantage now for the Knicks. One heck of a first half we got here. Raptors were down by 11. Now trailing by 1. Dribble handoff. Dick. Kick out corner. Agbaji. Both played for the Kansas Jayhawks under head coach Bill Self. At the top of the key over to Barrett, the former Knick. RJ at the elbow. Skip pass. Left corner. Barnes. Up fake. Left baseline dribble. Scotty Barnes double clutch. No good. Missed off the glass. Went up though and got fouled. 2 free throws by Barnes with 10 seconds left. Knicks have not lost back-to-back games since early November. They've been able to bounce back constantly throughout the last month plus. Raptors, much better in their home floor, 6-6 in their home floor compared to just 1 win on the road this season. First free throw is good by Scotty Barnes, 60 even. Yeah, no problem, Andrew. Hope all is going well, man, and enjoy the rest of your night there, bud. 10.5 seconds left to go before halftime. Second free throw is good. They break the tie as Barnes delivers on both of the free throws, and a 1 point advantage right now for Toronto. Knicks with a final possession before halftime. Hard bounce pass off to Brunson. Brunson got it stripped out of bounds, and the fans pleading their case for the Raptors, and they got the call they wanted. It's out of bounds off of Brunson. It will go back to Toronto for the final possession. So critical turnover right there as the Knicks had it stripped out of bounds, and the Raptors will have it back with 4.2 seconds left to play. Raptors really showing heart tonight in this game, battling back after a double-digit deficit. And the Knicks going full-out green right there. They got their challenge signal up, and head coach Tom Thibodeau will take his challenge. So here we go, a challenge right before we get into halftime with 4.2 seconds left to go as Tibbs is challenging the possession of the basketball. Referees rolled the turnover off of Jalen Brunson, stripped out of bounds to the baseline, but he is signaling that he thought that this was possession arrow New York as Brunson bobbled it out of bounds, and that's very, very close. Try to thread the needle in between. Number 2 at Toronto is Brunson. Hot tamale in and out of his hands, and yeah, that's clearly in and out of the hands of Brunson. That will be a turnover. Charge to Jalen Brunson unless we see otherwise in other replays. As that bounce pass threaded the needle. Jonathan Mogbo, number 2, the closest Raptor in the area, but it did not appear in that last replay that he did not touch that basketball. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and ring that notification bell to be notified for future live streams as well. Joe Burrow, touchdown pass, 7 for 10, 57 passing yards. Touchdown pass as he hooks up with Jamar Chase. Joe Burrow and the Bengals on the board, 7-7 with 2:45 left to go in the first. They also just got the football back as well. Cooper Rush has a touchdown pass also in the game. Yes, I got that, Andrew. Yeah, we got like 4.5 seconds left to go in the half. Joe Burrow, his over-under for touchdowns tonight was just that 1.5 tonight in this game. He's been racking in the touchdowns recently. More time is put back on the clock. 6 seconds remaining. So an additional 2 seconds approximately gets put back on the clock. Wow. So it was not challenged for possession. It was challenged for a foul. What happened there, what they found in the replay was that Jalen Brunson actually lost it out of bounds. But before he lost it, he went up on a shot motion and was fouled according to the referees. That is huge. So he was fouled, and he'll have 2 shots at the free throw line. So the Knicks win their challenge, overturning possession, and the first free throw was no good, though. Second shot here by Brunson, no good. Pointed off the back rim. He missed both of the free throws. Rebound control by Toronto. Final possession before halftime. Dick in the corner. Dick launches up a tough 3, no good off the mark. And we close out, go to halftime, a 1-point advantage for the Raptors. 61-60 for Toronto, really showing something in that opening half of action. RJ Barrett, 17 points. Jacoby Walter with 14, 4 for 8 from the floor. Cats, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. OG Anunoby, 10 points for him. And Bridges has 9. Brunson stuck with 9. Yeah, tougher game than usual right now for the Knicks. Raptors could be up by much more. They blew a couple open layups in that first quarter. Really solid second quarter for Toronto. They put up 34 points in the second quarter for the Raptors tonight. Outscored the Knicks 34-26. Rebounds even, 23 apiece. Knicks with a lot of beautiful assists tonight. 17 assists by New York on 22 made field goals. 13 assists by the Raptors tonight. Knicks plus 4 points in the paint, 28-24. But one of their keys this year, they came into the game shooting 82% at the free throw line. Best team in percentage in the NBA in free throw shooting percentage. Tonight they're underneath that. Jalen Brunson going empty that trip certainly did not help out the cause. And only 72.7% right now at the line. Raptors hitting everything they've went to at the free throw line. Perfect 8 for 8. Been just a really even game right now so far. Yeah, Jalen Brunson having a tough time finding his shot in that second quarter. He had nothing in the second quarter for him. All 9 points in the opening quarter. And he's missed 3 free throws right now. So missing 3 free throws and three turnovers for him. So he's turned it over more than anybody else in the floor. We have not started baseball season yet. Baseball season starts up in April for me. Any more games I'll be doing here? I'll be live tomorrow covering the NBA Cup game, the Bucks against the Magic tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be tough for the Magic tomorrow. They just, they their top 2 scorers are injured. Paulo Banchero's still not back, and Franz Wagner just got injured. He's going to be out for some time. So, big loss for the Magic, who are up in the top quadrant of the East right now for them. 7-7 Bengals and Cowboys, as the Bengals couldn't execute inside the red zone driving the football as the ball goes back to the Cowboys. Other than that, not really much going on. It's a very slow sports slate tonight. Indiana beat Minnesota in college hoops 82-67. Indiana covered on the spread in that game. They were a 10.5 point favorite. Baylor up big over Abilene Christian 40-19. Baylor has played 3 mid-major opponents, which they all beat at home. And all those wins against mid-major opponents came by an average win margin of 43.6 points against mid-majors. So they're 3-0 against mid-majors. They were only 23.5 on the line, and they're up right now by 21 with around 3 minutes left to go before halftime. So look for Baylor, a very mad Baylor team who lost by 4 points at UConn. Very mad Baylor team, which got bounced out of the rankings 15-26 to destroy Abilene Christian tonight. They're doing that right now and covered at 24.5 point spread. It was at 22.5 earlier today on that spread. That point spread by Baylor to cover over Abilene Christian was a smaller point spread than VCU, a team from the A10, to cover against an Ivy League school, Penn. Right now, that score is 60-43 with 2 minutes left. So VCU was up by 17 against Penn. So that one probably won't cover, but this Baylor one looking really good to cover for tonight. Hofstra against Norfolk State. Hofstra beat Seton Hall. They were the underdog by 1.5 points against Norfolk State. Anytime you see that you got like an underdog going up against a SWAC or a MEAC school, just simply take the other team to beat that SWAC or MEAC school, and Hofstra's doing it right now. 72-59, 3 minutes left to go before 3 minutes left to go remaining in that game currently. End of the first quarter, Cowboys-Bengals tied up at 7. Yeah, A10 looks really good this year. VCU dominated against Boston College. Like the ACC has been horrific this year. VCU 7-2. They're having a really good season. They lost tight games against Seton Hall and Nevada. They beat Miami. Miami's another team that's been disappointing. They're 2-0 against the ACC, though. Baylor's shredding Abilene Christian. So Baylor has lost to possibly the teams that Baylor has lost to. They could all be teams that are... I can definitely see all 3 of these teams that they lost to in the second weekend. Possibly Final Four teams with all the 3 teams that they lost to. They could all be representing this Final Four in 2025. This is who Baylor lost to. They lost against Gonzaga, Tennessee, who's number 1, and UConn. UConn just had that off week in Maui, and they've been great ever since. They've taken out Baylor and Texas, 2 Big 12 schools in a row. Baylor in the non-conference slate against mid-majors, this is who they've crushed. Sam Houston, 104-67. Tarleton State, 104-41. New Orleans, 91-60. And they got Norfolk State coming up next. They're going to be covering that one as well, unless it's the spread gets put as like 40 or 45 on that game. But they're going to cover if it's in the 20s for sure. They'll cover if it's in the low 30s as well. And then their schedule finally ramps up. They play Utah on December 31st in conference action. That's when they start their conference slate for them. Yeah, very late schedule we got tonight for basketball. I'll be back tomorrow covering Magic against Bucks at 7 p.m. tomorrow night for the NBA Cup. Already that line is out. Tennessee against Miami. That spread is only 16.5. The number one team, Tennessee, going up against 3-6 Miami. Such a disappointment. If you're looking for a spread to go on to or so, if you're a betting person, I would strongly consider Tennessee, taking Tennessee 16.5 tomorrow on neutral floor, Madison Square Garden. That game will tip off at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. Tennessee has won by double digits in every single game. They beat Gardner-Webb 80-64. So they beat Gardner-Webb by 16. They beat Louisville by 22 at Louisville, 77-55. They beat Montana by a landslide, 92-57. They destroyed Austin Peay, 103-68. Doesn't Austin Peay, they beat somebody who's a major conference team. Yeah, they beat Butler by 2. So Austin Peay has a major conference win over Butler, and Tennessee destroyed them. Tennessee easily beat Virginia 64-42. They beat Baylor by 15 on a neutral site against Baylor. And Tennessee crushed UT Martin 78-35. They beat Syracuse in the ACC-SEC Challenge last week by 26. Syracuse should be better than Miami. They play Miami tomorrow. Miami is 3-6. They've been one of the biggest disappointments in college hoops. They lost 6 straight games in a row. Miami's lost against Drake, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's like a bottom team in the Big 12 right now. Lost against VCU, Charleston Southern by 4. That one hurts. They lost against Charleston Southern, who's 3-8 by 4 points. Charleston Southern has wins over UT Martin, Miami, and a non-D1 school, Morris College. Charleston Southern losses against Clemson, North Florida, LSU, Furman, Georgia Tech, and Davidson. These two losses really hurt. This loss really hurts. They lost by 11 against VMI, Virginia Military Institute. They're 3-8. That's shocking for Miami this year. Incarnate Word plays against Duke tomorrow on the ACC network. Troy against Houston. Oh, this is a good game. Michigan, number 14, looking really good. Got up all the way to number 14 in the rankings because they've been playing really well. They beat Wisconsin at Wisconsin last week. Arkansas. Michigan taking on Arkansas at Madison Square Garden tomorrow at 9. That's a really good game. Wisconsin hanging by a thread in the top 25 at number 20, looking to bounce back. They're at Illinois, is also looking to bounce back after losing against Northwestern. So there's some good games for tomorrow night out there that's taking place. I'm going to see if there's any games with unranked opponents. That's games to pay attention tomorrow as well. Penn State, Rutgers. Penn State's up to number 30, receiving votes at Rutgers. Rutgers is the favorite. Wow. Rhode Island at Brown. URI's been red hot, 9-0. At Brown tomorrow. Brown's been playing really solid, just picked off Bryant. That's the first true road game for URI tomorrow at Brown. In-state rivalry. What else they got for tomorrow? Houston against Troy, 24.5 point favorites. Yeah, usually Houston wins those games by like 25 plus when they play against smaller schools. DePaul, Providence. DePaul's the favorite too by 1.5 points. Wow, Providence really needs that to start off Big East play. They're hanging by a thread too. Going 0-3 in Maui certainly didn't help, and then the loss to URI just hurt them even more. Stings right now. Kim English and his team hits rock bottom if they lose against DePaul. You cannot afford to lose against DePaul. Washington against Eastern Washington. Cal's only a 7.5 point favorite hosting Cornell. Honestly, would not shock me if someone from the ACC got upset against a mid-major tomorrow. Duke's out of the question against Incarnate Word, but the teams that's playing in the ACC, NC State's not going to lose to 0-10 Coppin State tomorrow. That's for sure. But if there's upsets that happen, I'm looking towards Syracuse and Albany. Albany is not bad. They're 6-4. This could most likely be an upset, in my honest opinion. Syracuse is a 12.5 point favorite. This could be an upset. Okay, so Syracuse has played 4 mid-majors. These are the outcomes of the games that they played against 4 mid-majors. They beat Lemoyne 86-82 against Little Brother in City Syracuse. Beat Lemoyne, who's in their second year D1, by just 4 points. They beat Colgate, not too far away either, 74-72. They got taken into double overtime against Youngstown State, 104-95. And then Syracuse beat Cornell by 10, 82-72. And they're asking, the line tomorrow is a 12.5 point favorite for Syracuse. That's kind of stretched out. That could be some good value right there for Albany to cover the spread for tomorrow. Albany, anything worth note for them? They beat Columbia 88-73 last week, which Columbia was receiving votes last week. They got out to an 8-0 start. They upset Villanova. Yeah, that could be worth a shot there, taking Albany plus 12.5 against Syracuse tomorrow. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up here, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Right now we're at halftime. Very light slate going on for action tonight. 7-7 Cowboys and Bengals. Under 10 minutes left to go before halftime. Joe Burrow, 110 passing yards so far at 11 for 15 passing. He has been efficient tonight with a touchdown pass as he hooked up with Jamar Chase for a touchdown pass. Chase already 4 receptions, 46 receiving yards with a touchdown. Reception also has a rush of 14. Cooper Rush, 5 for 8 passing, 85 passing yards, a touchdown and a pick for Cooper Rush. All right, here we go. Back to action. 61-60 as we start off the third quarter. Scotiabank Arena, home of the Toronto Raptors. What a game between these two teams right now. Knicks with opening possession, right to left on the floor to begin the third quarter action. Brunson off to the left wing. The Cat launched a 3, missed off line, no good. A rebound secured by Scotty Barnes for Toronto. Scotty Barnes, Grady Dick, Achai Egbaji, Jakob Pertl, and R.J. Barrett, the 5 on the floor. Barrett at the left wing perimeter, left to right on the floor for Toronto in their opening possession to begin the third quarter of action. Barrett dribbles up, had it stripped, a loose ball to Hardwood. Bridges, 50-50 ball tied up with Dick, and we'll have a jump ball tie-up coming up. Jump ball tie-up will take place at the free throw circle. It'll be between Grady Dick and Mikal Bridges. 17 points by R.J. Barrett. He is the leading scorer in this game. Jacoby Walters got 14 off the bench. Dick and Bridges about to go up for the jump ball here off the tie-up. Ball up in the air, tipped up to Brunson off the long tip. Here goes Brunson, attacks inside the paint with a left hand, scores with a figure roll. He had 0 points in the second quarter, looking to bounce back in the big way in the third. Knicks take the lead by 1. First minute of action drew in the third quarter. Barnes running the point. Puts the ball into the hands to Barrett. Bounce pass left wing perimeter off to Pertl. Pertl takes on Cat 101. Pertl At the left wing, a hand off to Agbaji. Top of the key, Achai slides it off to the wing. Barrett spots up for the three. Came off the rim short. Long rebound control by Bridges. Shovels up the floor off the outlet pass off to Brunson behind the defense. And he scores. Up and in off the backboard. Jalen Brunson, individual 4-zip run to start off the third quarter for New York. Missed layup by Barrett. Putbacks there, though, for 2 by Pirtle. 1-point game right now. 10.5 left to go in the third. Knicks with a possession. Some pressure displayed by Agbaji in the backcourt as he picks up Jalen Brunson, the ball handler. Brunson puts the ball into the hands of Bridges here. Bridges, edge of the midcourt logo. Slides it off to Barrett. Slides it off to OG. Back into the hands to Brunson. Brunson slides it out to the left wing. Hart. Bounce pass mid-block. Katz. And a reach and fall charge to Barrett defending Katz. Great stream so far tonight, everybody. We got around 25 plus watching. Let's see if we get a lot more people on the channel. If you guys out there enjoy the stream, feel free to smash the thumbs up. Hitting that like helps out this video a ton. Being found on YouTube, hit that like, hit that subscribe. And if you enjoy the stream here, make sure to ring the notification bell if you'd like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. Jalen Brunson, top of the key, moves it off to Cap, powers his way down low, kick out to the corner off the fingertips on Anunoby, results in a turnover. Too fast in the pass there by Cat, and Anunoby anticipating it, but was unable to grab it. Low block, fall away, Walter, or that is Barnes, number 4, kiss off the glass, he scores. The Raptors take the lead, 65-64. Toronto by 1 in the back-and-forth game. Knicks shooting the ball around 10 percentage points higher than the Raptors right now. 52% by the Knicks. 42% by the Raptors currently. This has been quite the battle tonight. Anunoby, head full of steam, down the hill to the rim. Blocked on the bounce by Pirtle. Went off of Anunoby last. They'll go back to the Raptors there. Great defense by Pirtle. And then looking to set it off to Agbaji. The ball got deflected out off the Knicks, though. The Raptors about to get the inbound coming up. A 1-point game, 9:17 left to go in the third. Underneath Agbaji, floats it up over Cat. No good. Cat collects another rebound. Solid defense right there with rim protection at the rim. Karl-Anthony Towns, 9 rebounds tonight right now. The pass to the corner deflected out of bounds. Far side of the floor. Inbound goes to Brunson. 9 minutes left to go before halftime. Brunson, bounce pass. Sword up right to the rim. Head full of steam. Anunoby cutting a drop with the left-hand layup, and he got fouled as well. And one coming up with a free throw line by OG. A 1-point lead now for the Knicks. Nice bounce pass by Jalen Brunson. A lot of their work through assisting in this game tonight. That's now 19 assists for the Knicks on 25 made field goals. OG Anunoby, 12 points for him tonight. He'll shoot 1 coming up here at the line. And the and 1, no good, missed rim short. Knicks having issues tonight at the charity stripe, just 6 for 12, or 8 for 12, 67% at the line. Scotty Barnes wide open, and he drills the triple. Lead change once again, 2-point advantage for Toronto. 68-66, 8.5 left to go in the third quarter. Josh Hart slides it off to Brunson. Brunson dribbles up top of the key, moves it off to Hart, push pass left corner. Outside back to Hart, jacks up the 3, bricked off the back rim, no good. Barnes collects the defensive rebound. Scotty Barnes up the floor. Off to his teammate, backs his way with Barrett. Bounce pass out the top, finds Barnes. Barnes with a 3, laser beam from downtown as he swishes it. Building the lead right now for Toronto. It's a 5-point advantage, 71-66. Scotty Barnes finding his shots at the moment. Pick it up in a big way. He's got himself 15 right now with his third main triple. 8:10 left to go in the third. Raptors came up with a loose ball. The Knicks just turned it over. Out to the left corner. Toronto takes the 3. Barrett off the back room, no good. Huge rebound control by Pirtle. Shovel pass underneath Barrett. Missed the first one. Tipped off the glass for the second one. Cat rips away the rebound. We get a tie up though. Cat and Barrett fighting with a basketball. Actually, no, the referees from behind rolled it. A loose ball foul charged to RJ Barrett. So Karl-Anthony Towns, double-digit rebounds. That's his 10th board of the night. Congrats to the person earlier on in the stream that took Cat with 9+ rebounds. He has reached that mark tonight already. 10 boards alongside 10 points, double-digit Cat. Josh Hart, left corner perimeter. Off the Cat, head full of steam, circles around inside the paint, kick out to the corner. Right baseline, Jimbo Bridges, dump off. His pass got deflected by the bottom part of the backboard, intercepted by the Raptors, taking it up the floor. RJ Barrett scores with a left-hand layup. Coast to coast off the steal, the Raptors up now as they lead it. 73-68. Knicks scored previous to that before. Bridges, edge of the midcourt logo. Bridges, guarded by Dick, dribbles up, kick out, corner. OJ a three, off the back of no good by OG. Rebound secure by Grady Dick. Raptors up by 5 with a possession. Approaching 7 minutes left to go in the third. Quick three taken by Barnes around the rim and out. Brunson now with the basketball. Jalen Brunson here for New York at the left wing. Handoff Hart on top. Head full of steam. Dribble drive right down the lane inside. Cat as he gets the 9. Not clean though. It will be a shooting foul. Human dominoes on the floor. Karl-Anthony Towns goes down hard. Scotty Barnes holding his right foot right now as he went down hard in some pain in the hardwood for their team leader for Scotty Barnes as he is now down. And Karl-Anthony Towns down as well, helped out to his feet by Brunson and Hart. A little bit of slow get it up. Cat tried to dunk a poster over Scotty Barnes as we take a look at the replay, and he got denied from behind by Barnes. Pirtle out in front, and Barnes and Cat got tangled up with one another. Barnes came down hard on his right foot, and he is still down. This looks serious. Not a good sign for a rebuilding Raptors squad. One of the key players in the future that they're building their team around. Scotty Barnes right now is down, holding his right foot as we cut to a commercial break. 6:47 left to go in the third quarter. This is not a good sign for Toronto. The cornerstone piece to build off of for your franchise in the future with Scotty Barnes, and he is now down. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up here, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. You guys, the real MVPs on the channel coming out tonight. Make sure to vote in that poll as well. Who you guys like to win in this one, Raptors or Knicks? Crushing for the Raptors. Scotty Barnes going down hard off his right foot, struggling to walk. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here. Type it in, Knicks or Raptors. Let me hear it for your team out there in the chats. Let's get more chat participation in this stream tonight here, folks. Jalen Brunson, 13.6 assists, leading the way for the Knicks tonight. Double-double by Cat, 10 points, 11 rebounds, 12 points. 2 blocks by OG Anunoby, 11 points by Mikal Bridges. They got 4 guys in double figures for the Knicks currently. Raptors, 3 guys in double figures. RJ Barrett leads the way with 19, 14 off the bench by Jacoby Walter. And Scotty Barnes, excellent tonight. This is crushing for Scotty, 15 points. He has made a couple big threes recently in this quarter. 10-7. Cowboys lead the Bengals with 5:37 left to go before halftime. Scotty Barnes heading to the locker room right now. Absolutely crushing. Right foot injury for Scotty Barnes. As we come back to action, 6:47 left to go in the third. Karl-Anthony Towns will shoot 2 at the free throw line here for New York. First one is up, first one is good. Second shot coming up by Cat at the free throw line. Free throw number 2. It is up and it's through. 3-point game right now, 73-70. 6:45 left to go in the third. Mitchell slides it off to Barrett. Barrett dribbles up, drives downhill, right to the rim. He scores, zapping it off the backboard. R.J. Barrett having a great game against his former team tonight. He's got 21 leading the way. Knicks with possession. Hart on Anunoby, Towns, Bridges, and Brunson. The 5 on the floor currently for New York. Brunson dribbles up to the key. A nice dive underneath as he finds Josh Hart, who scores behind the defense for 2. Nice pass right there. Went into a jump shot motion. Fired a bullet inside the key underneath to the backdoor cutting. Josh Hart. Pirtle, hand off Barrett, kick out to the wing, bounce pass left corner Mitchell. He's trapped in the corner, sends it out left wing perimeter. The lob goes over to Pirtle, bounce pass underneath, and it will result in a two-handed dunk by number 2 for Toronto with a flush by Jonathan Magbo. 77-72 now, and there's 6 minutes left to go in the third. Slipping the defense, it is Cat. Cat a little bit hobbly. Ooh, Cat with a left foot. Oh, Cat hobbly right now on the floor for Cat after he finished, crashed into the stanchion. He is back on the side playing defense right now. We'll see if Toronto does try to see if they can attack Cat via a switch. Magbo dribbles, drives, attacks with a runner, missed off the glass, no good, tipped out of bounds. Off of the Raptors. Cat, a little bit of pain right now with his lower left foot as he is going to walk it off. We take a look at the replay. Cat here with a layup as he finished off the glass, crashed into the stanchion, and he was hobbling by the way that he finished off his left foot. 3-point game. A physical game started to pick up recently. Brunson for the tie. Got it. Pinball wizard around the rim and in for the 3 by Jalen Brunson. Timeout on the floor taken by Toronto. 77-77 with 5:10 left to go in the third quarter. What a game. What a game here, folks. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. I cover play-by-play of basketball, NBA, college basketball. Make sure to stay in the know here with my channel Behind Your Arc Basketball. I'll be back tomorrow covering the NBA Cup at 7 p.m. It will be the Bucks hosting the Magic tomorrow night. So if you'd like to come in for that game, feel free to do so. The quarterfinals in the NBA Cup. Cowboys lead Bengals 10-7. 3:35 left to go before halftime in that game. Cincinnati driving down the field, though, all the way at the Dallas 6-yard line right now. Joe Burrow, 14 for 19 passing, 152 passing yards. A touchdown pass. Looking for a second touchdown pass in this drive as he's very, very close inside the 10-yard line in Dallas territory. Great game tonight. We got 35 plus people watching. Really hope that everybody enjoys the stream out here. And thanks so much all for coming in, supporting this channel, and being a part here in the stream. I really appreciate everybody for coming out and coming on this stream for tonight. Some really good basketball action we got currently. 21 points by R.J. Barrett, 15 by Scotty Barnes, 14 by Jacoby Walter for Toronto. Leading the way for New York, 4 guys in double figures. They just don't have anybody who's been able to take over this game like Barrett has with his 21 for Toronto. Jalen Brunson leads the way with 16 points, 8 assists. Cat double-double tonight. 14 points, 11 rebounds, 12 points by OG Anunoby, 11 points by Mikal Bridges. Quick update on Scotty Barnes. Any injury update here that we have? We don't. Says we don't have anything yet, but he went to the locker room holding his right foot for Scotty Barnes a couple minutes ago. Hasn't returned ever since. As we have a tie game at 77 with 5:10 left to go in the third quarter. An amazing battle taking place between these two teams right now at Scotiabank Arena. My timer just... Yeah, it was just left off for one moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... if you see this buffer, no worries. I'm going to get this back on. I have to refresh my OBS, and then we're going to be back on here. Back up and running right now. The timer is back on. Thanks all for your patience. 79-77. We are now down to under 4.5 minutes left to go as we get back my timer here on the clock. Raptors just scored up by 2. Outside of Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell at the right wing perimeter. He's rolled on the travel. It will go back to New York with this possession. Jakob Poeltl checks out for Toronto. Inbound for the Knicks coming back from the turnover by Toronto. Lob down low. Hot tamale in and out of the hands of Anunoby, resulting in a steal by Barrett. Barrett having a great game against his forward team. Couldn't finish with a layup. Blew the layup. They got numbers in transition now for the Knicks. 5-4 up the floor. Here goes Josh Hart. Head full of steam to the rim. And he blew the layup. Late foul call, though. Charge to Toronto with 4:02 remaining. Third quarter. And we'll see if this is free throws awarded coming up. It appears to be so. Jonathan Mogbo picked up the shooting foul with backside help at the rim. Josh Hart will shoot 2 free throws. What a battle. 4:02 left to go in the third quarter here. Josh Hart, 2 shots at the free throw line. First one, no good. They are the number 1 team this season in free throw shooting percentage, around 82% tonight. Struggling at the free throw line, just 10 for 15, around 68% at the charity stripe tonight. A resilient game for the Raptors. They were down by 11 points early on. Knicks looking to mount a comeback right now. One more free throw by Hart, right down the middle. 1-point game, 79-78. Toronto with possession, left to right on the floor. Davion Mitchell on the court with R.J. Barrett, Kelly Olynyk, Jacoby Walter, and Jonathan Mogbo at top of the key. Into the hands of Olynyk, dribbles up to the left elbow, sends it off to Mitchell. Mitchell outside Olynyk, tries a 3. Kaboom! He sinks it. Kelly Olynyk rips it down. Big shot right there. Toronto, 81-78. They rolled it a deep 2, one of his feet on the 3-point line. Josh Hart, tough shot. Inside the key underneath, tried to back his way, missed off the mark. Here goes the Raptors, saved at the corner by Mitchell. Off to the mid-block, into the hands to Barrett. Barrett working on Hart, his former teammate, bouncing bodies inside the key. Barrett mid-range, off the front rim. He got fouled though. 2 free throws coming up here by R.J. Barrett. What a battle tonight. 45+ watching. If you're new in the stream, smash that thumbs up. Keep on hitting that like tonight. Helps out this video a ton, being found on YouTube. Hit that subscribe if you enjoy the content as well. And make sure to type in the chat who you guys want to win this one. Make sure to type it in and let me hear it. Knicks or Raptors. 2 free throws at the line for R.J. Barrett. First one, got the bounce. 4-point advantage for the Raptors, looking to post a winning record on their home floor this season. 6-6 right now, playing 500 ball in their home court, even though they're just 1-11 on the road. Second free throw, no good, off the rim, short, missed by Barrett. R.J. Barrett, player of the game against his former team tonight. 22 points on 9 for 17 shooting, 3 for 6 from the perimeter in 27 minutes. Brunson, top of the key, Jalen Brunson. 10 on the shot clock, Brunson. Kick out corner, OG with a 3. Missed off the mark, no good. Tipped up to the defense as Mitchell collects the defensive rebound for the Raptors. Barrett, spin move, lost it, turned away. turnover here as the Knicks have it in transition. Achua missed the layup, no good. And off the fingertips of Anunoby, it comes up with a defensive rebound by Mogbo here for the Raptors. Off to Olynyk. Olynyk backs his way mid-block, fires the pass, intercepted by OG. One man to beat. It is Mogbo. Anunoby takes the distance, the steal, and the layup. It's a 2-point game, 82-80. 2.5 left to go in the third. Raptors with a possession. Dribble, drive, inside the paint, finishes with a left hand by the rookie. Jacoby Walter blows past the defense for the left-hand layup. 4-point lead once again for Toronto. Knicks with a possession. At the left wing perimeter, OG. OG slides it off to the cutting Brunson. Brunson kick, corner, three, Bridges, got it! Mikal Bridges, bang, bang from downtown. It's a 1-point game. 84-83, 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. What a game here, folks, in this one. Crossing midcourt with R.J. Barrett. Barrett at the top of the key, working on Bridges 101. Bounce pass Olynyk. Olynyk now at the top as he is defended by Achua. Slides it off to his right to Walter. Walter comes off the screen set by Olynyk. Jumper. Deep two off the mark, no good. Tipped up to the Knicks, who collect a defensive rebound with Achua. New York crosses midcourt. Brunson at the right wing. Bounce pass mid-block into the hands to Bridges. His pass broke it up. Went past the midcourt line. The Knicks pick it up. 8 on the shot clock. Brunson, left wing, jacks up the 3 over Barrett. Halfway down, spun around the rim and out. No good. A rebound secured by Toronto. Lob over the top. And it's a two-handed flush by R.J. Barrett. Oh, what a pass right there to Rainbow by Jacoby Walter, a rookie out of Baylor. 3-point lead for Toronto. Final minute left to go in the third. Knicks with a possession, and they will burn a timeout with 1:03 left to go in the third quarter. R.J. Barrett coming to play tonight against his former team. He's got a big game tonight with 24 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. What a game. How can you not miss this stream tonight? We got a big time thriller here for this one. Standalone game in the NBA. It is really heating up in this moment. If you're new on the stream, keep on smashing that thumbs up tonight here, folks. Hit that like. Helps out this video a ton being found on YouTube. Hit that subscribe. And make sure to put in the chat who you're rooting for to win this game. The chat's been very silent recently. So make sure to get it alive here and let's go. Let's hear it. Who you guys want to win? Thanks all for coming out, supporting on this channel tonight. What a game. 1:03 left to go in the third. This is a standalone game in the NBA. Just another night in the NBA. A lot of history here with these two teams, former players. They used to play for the other team, now opponents. R.J. Barrett going up against his former team, 24 points tonight. OG Anunoby, he's got 14 against his former team. And Jacoby Walter, young star in the making, 16 off the bench. And 15 minutes for Jacoby. 1:03 left to go in the third. Knicks advancing into their front court. New York gets the inbound. Bridges. Now this Cameron Payne who has it off the Bridges at the left wing. Push pass, left quarter, broke it up. Kept in the quarter play by Anunoby. He was out of bounds though. He had one part out of bounds. Not a good sign for New York. Jalen Brunson, towel above his head, is heading towards the locker room right now. The New York Knicks have not lost double-digit games in over a month. They're on the ropes in this one. 3-point game. 50 seconds left to go in the third. Davion Mitchell backs his way to the left wing. Mitchell into the hands to Grady Dick, top of the key. Bounce pass Pirtle. Pirtle, 3 in the shot clock. Drops it off for the cut, and Grady Dick. Huge rejection by Precious Achiuwa as the shot clock sounds, and he comes up with a block. It will be a shot clock violation charged to Toronto. Big time block right there at the rim, denying Grady Dick, and a backdoor cut straight line to the hoop. Knicks will have the basketball, 86-83. 29 seconds left to go in the third. Make sure to chat with me as well in the chat. This chat has been dormant for this entire quarter. That's a rarity. Usually we have people coming in and out of the chat here. Make sure to post in the chat if you guys are new. Don't be nervous out here. Free to all. Here we go. Cameron Payne at the left elbow. Payne moves it out to the top of the key into the hands to Josh Hart. That's Miles McBride, number 2. Beg my pardon, McBride. Called in a double dribble. It's a turnover. Crushing turnover for New York. It will go back to Toronto with 10 seconds. Raptors with a final opportunity to close out the third quarter. 86-83 Toronto. What a game here, folks. 7-17 for the Raptors this season. 6-6 in their home floor. Just 1-11 on the road tonight. On their home court, looking to go above 500. Olynyk had it blocked by Achua. Second shot at the buzzer. Couldn't get it off in time. And Precious Achua. 2 big-time blocks he got in the final minutes to close out the end of the third quarter. We turn the page into the fourth quarter. 86-83 Raptors. Entering the fourth quarter coming up here, folks. What a game. Been an incredible battle tonight between these two teams. We'll go through the numbers. 24 points by R.J. Barrett tonight against his former team. That's in 29 minutes. Efficiency as well, which is key for him. 10 for 18 shooting, 3 for 6 from the perimeter, which he's a streaky shooter, but right now he's been efficient above 50% shooting the ball. 15 points by Scotty Barnes. He did exit in the early stage of the third quarter due to injury by Scotty Barnes. We'll see if there's anything out there on the injury for Scotty Barnes. There's nothing yet. Jalen Brunson also went towards the locker room tunnel. Late stage of the quarter. Scotty Barnes was saying after him and Cat collided in the early stage of the third that he could not feel his foot over and over. Yeah, he was holding his right foot. So he had said he could not feel his foot for Scotty Barnes. Oh, man. Just brutal. And then we'll see if there's anything for Jalen Brunson. He went to the locker room. Late stage of the third quarter. Jalen Brunson. He got tripped up by a Raptors fan in the front row seats. Yeah, he was backpedaling towards the corner, went towards the far side of the floor. He got tripped up by a Raptors fan, and then he left the game. So somebody in the courtside seats got a hold of Jalen Brunson. And a fan tripping Jalen Brunson courtside. Wow. Wow. So we've got some injuries in this game with key players to note. We just went over those two. As we come back to action here, 86-83. Raptors outscored the Knicks 25-23 in the third quarter. Raptors with the ball, catch and fire three. Olynyk came off the rim short. Cat collects the defensive rebound. Four-court outlet pass. Cat to McBride. Scores with a left-hand layup. He got contacted too. No call by the referees, though, as they let them play to begin the fourth quarter. NFL Monday Night Football going on at the same time. 2 touchdown passes now by Joe Burrow. 18 for 24 through the air. 204 passing yards as the Bengals lead 14-10 against the Cowboys. Bounce pass, cutter, backdoor, Grady Dick scores right by the defense. Oh, what a dime right there by Kelly Olynyk. 3-point advantage for the Raptors. First minute of action through in the fourth quarter. Cameron Payne at the right wing perimeter. Payne launches the three for the tie. No good around the rim and out. Huge defensive rebound by Mogbo for the Raptors. Toronto with possession. Davion Mitchell, top of the key. Slides it off to his left to Olynyk. Couple positive plays recently off the screen. The three taken by Walter off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound secure by Olynyk. Finds Mitchell at the top. Davion dribbles up to the elbow, swings it off to Olynyk. Crossover, drives on McBride, and he got called on the walk. Travel violation charged to Kelly Olynyk. Just an incredible game going on right now. 40+ watching. Really appreciate each and every single one of you for coming out here, being a part on the stream tonight. If you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the play-by-play, make sure to keep on hitting that thumbs up. Press that like. It helps out this video a ton being found on YouTube. If you'd like to come on back for future live streams, make sure to subscribe over to my channel. And if anybody's interested out there, if you really enjoy it, make sure to ring that notification bell as well to be notified for future live streams. I'll be back tomorrow night covering Bucks against Magic in the NBA Cup quarterfinals. Kelly Olynyk being attended to right now. He has a cut on his elbow, so we have stop time with 10:36 left to go in the fourth quarter. Baylor is leading Abilene Christian by 25, 62-37, with under 12 minutes left to play. Bengals just tacked on a field goal, 17-10 Cincinnati with 30 seconds left before halftime. Joe Burrow now 19 for 26 passing, 2 TDs. So Joe Burrow's already over that 1.5 touchdown passes for his over-under and his prop total today. His completions over-under prop total is at 24.5. His last 5 games, he has completed 26 passes or greater. He only needs 6 more passes to get to the over 24.5 tonight for Joe Burrow, and there are 30 seconds left before halftime on Monday Night Football. Knicks will jack up a 3. Payne kaboinked it off the back rum, no good. A rebound secured by McBride for the offensive board. Outside of Bridges, elevates for the J, takes it, and he makes it from downtown. Mikal Bridges rips down a 3. 88-88. Approaching 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Raptors with the basketball. Dick, hand off to the left wing. A left baseline dribble poked out of bounds and went off the Knicks' last touch by Achua, poking it off the dribble drive by Magbo. What a game tonight we've got here. Down to 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter and an even score. Top of the key, Olynyk. Olynyk dribbles up, takes the jumper, 18-footer straight away for the lead. Missed off the mark, no good. A rebound controlled by Anunoby. Up the floor now with McBride. Miles McBride controlling tempo. Free throw circle for him. Dribbles out to the wing. Lob goes to Cat. Cat with a double-double in points and rebounds tonight. Cat. Left corner. Cat. Crossover. Drives in Olynyk inside the key. Bodies collide. He gets fouled. Karl Anthony Towns will head to the free throw line. Shoot 2 as bodies banging on bodies. Bouncing off of bodies. Being big bodies after big bodies tonight. What a battle. In a standalone game of the NBA, couldn't ask for anything better. Just another night in the NBA, and the Raptors have signaled a challenge. Toronto will challenge that was rolled an offensive foul charge to Karl Anthony Towns and will result in a turnover. Referees rolled it defensive. We'll see what happens coming up after this challenge, as we're down to 9:34 left to go in the fourth. What a game. Let's get some people here to come out into the chats. This chat is completely dead on the stream. Don't be afraid to be able to chat with me here on the channel. I cover basketball play-by-play. I'm just going to see if I'm going to bring up mine over here on this computer and see if anybody's actually chatting with me, or if my chat's stuck or not. Yeah, my chat's not stuck. nobody's chatted with me in a long time. So yeah, make sure to come out and be a part of chat. The last person that chatted was at 8:49 p.m. It's almost an hour ago. It's like 45 plus minutes ago. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and feel free to hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win this game, Knicks or Raptors? Feel free to type it in. Thanks for joining in, Afraid. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you in here, bud. Appreciate it for being a part of the channel. You guys, the real legends out here to stream 45 plus right now. We had a huge stream on Saturday. Celtics against Grizzlies. That was an incredible game that I covered. I'll be back in tomorrow covering Magic at Bucks for the NBA Cup game tomorrow. If you guys didn't know, I'm a Celtics fan for my team. I'm from Massachusetts. I cover NBA games, college hoops as well. My college team that I root for is the Providence Friars, but I do cover all different types of teams, NBA and college hoops. Usually preference goes to the Celtics when they play, but the Celtics are off until Thursday. So it gives me a chance to cover a couple other different teams this week. Andrew, what's good? Welcome in. Yeah, tie game right now. If you guys are just joining in, the Raptors were down by 11 at one point in the first half. They came all the way back, took the lead, and they led at halftime by 1 point. And now it's tied up at 88-88. What time tomorrow? That's at 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So I'll be live back tomorrow for Magic against Bucks. I'm not entirely sure if I'll be live on Wednesday. I think I'm working overtime till like 6 p.m. and that cup game starts at 7. So by the time I get home, shower, and then eat and then set up, I'll be late. And I'm not even sure if I'll have power actually on Wednesday. We're supposed to get like 3 to 5 inches of rain on Wednesday with severe wind gusts. So I'm leaning towards probably not streaming on Wednesday. Unfortunately, I was planning to do so. I created thumbnails for that one, but now with like a severe storm on Wednesday, I'm probably not going to stream on Wednesday. So I'm hoping to be live tomorrow for Magic versus Bucks. Both of the free throws were no good by the Raptors, or by the Knicks as we come back to action. So Cat was fouled, missed both of the free throws at the line. Left-hand layup, missed off the mark, no good by Abaji. Rebound secured here by New York. 5 on the floor for the Knicks. This is Karl-Anthony Towns, Cameron Payne, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Miles McBride. Jalen Brunson went towards the locker room and did not return. Same as Scotty Barnes. Pirtle, runner, inside the key. Gutted a drop, good for 2 by Jakob Pirtle. Toronto breaks the tie, 2-point advantage for the Raptors. It's Pirtle, Mitchell, Agbaji, Mogbo, and Walter. That's the 5 in the court currently. A lot of youngsters out there on the floor. A couple players from the Big 12. They got Curley out on the floor. Dribble drive inside. Cat drives inside the paint. Scores with a layup. 90-90. Yeah, I think possibly likely for Brunson that he'll come back. Barnes, it did not look good. Scotty Barnes could not feel his lower right foot. 3 missed at the wing. No good by Anunoby. No good by Toronto here. It was by Abaji. Rebound got scooped up out of the pack, and it will go coast to coast for the layup. Good. Up and in off the glass. Cameron Payne taking that ball coast to coast for the Knicks to take the 2-point advantage. 8 minutes left to go in the fourth. Mitchell slides it off to the left wing. Catch and fire 3. Oh, it's good from downtown. And the foul. Jacoby Walter, and one coming up at the free throw line as he buries it. 93-92. That's a pure shot right there by a rookie off the catch. Cameron Payne crashed right into him. Catch and fire. Jacoby bang bang. And a 1-point lead for Toronto. What a game. Jacoby Walter will shoot 1 at the line. Yeah, it seems like it's a little bit behind. I'm getting my stream right now from NBA TV. I'm going to see if I can refresh and get it faster. It seems like I got it a little bit faster. Walter missed the free throw. 7:49 left to go. Knicks with possession now, down by 1. At the right wing perimeter, it is McBride. Sends it out to the right corner. Corner 3. Kaboom! Right down the middle. Mikal Bridges, pure stroke, connects on it. 2-point advantage for the Knicks right now. 7.5 left to go in the fourth. Bounce pass top of the key. Knicks came in as a 7.5-point favorite. They haven't lost a back-to-back game since early November. They've played over a month that they haven't lost or gone on a losing streak in over a month. As R.J. Barrett, been the player of the game for the Raptors, goes backdoor, scores the layup. Bullet pass inside. Had a circle around the rim as Payne kicked it off to the corner. Missed three by Anunoby. Tipped over to Barrett here with the basketball for the Raptors. Barrett at the right wing towards his left. Floats the pass over to Walter. Left baseline dribble. Had his pocket pick loose and he turned it over. Great steal by OG Anunoby down the far side of the floor. Raptors have to play defense now as the Knicks took a quick three, missed off the mark, no good by Bridges, tipped over to Barrett for the basketball. Barrett up the floor, bursts the speed, drops it out to the wing, touch pass left corner into the hands of number 2, Magbo, as he drives over Cat inside the paint and scores with a left-hand layup. Jonathan Magbo with a bucket. 6:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. What a game right now. Toronto looking to go one game above 500 with a winning record on their home floor. They're just 7-17 this season, though they're 6-6 at home at Scotiabank Arena, and Tibbs will burn a timeout for New York. 6:35 left to go. 2-point lead for Toronto. What a game. We got 60 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. I'll be back in tomorrow covering Bucks against Magic at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the NBA Cup quarterfinals. Raptors tonight, led by former Knick, now Toronto Raptor, R.J. Barrett. He's scoring with efficiency in this game. 26 points in 31 minutes. 11 for 19 from the floor, 3 for 6 from the perimeter. 19 points by Jacoby Walter, having a huge game off the bench in 22 minutes. 6 for 12 shooting from the floor for the rookie. 15 points by Scotty Barnes. Double-double. Jakob Poeltl tonight, 10 points, 11 rebounds. He is a plus 17 leading the way. New York Knicks. 20 points by Mikal Bridges. 4 made threes, leading the game for New York. 16 points, 13 rebounds by Cat, 16 points by Brunson, 14 points by OG. OG with a steal on the block tonight. Or OG's got 2 steals and 2 blocks. It's Cat, the stat line below him, who has a steal on the block. Jalen Brunson exited the game late stage of the third quarter, has yet to come back ever since. I'm going to see if there's any announcement on that injury designation. So Scotty Barnes and Jalen Brunson both have left the game tonight due to injury, have yet to come back. Yeah, no updates on Jalen Brunson. I would assume that Scotty Barnes is going to be out remaining part of this game. It did not look good from that injury. He was holding his right foot, and Scotty Barnes said that he could not feel his foot once he went down. That was the early stage of the third quarter as him and the Cats off a drive collided together and went down hard. .635 left to go. An amazing battle between both of these teams. The last time that the Knicks lost back-to-back games, you have to go back to November 4th and November 6th. Both of these teams got off to slow starts this season. 4-5 for New York. They're 10-4 ever since. Toronto, really slow start at 2-12. They were in last place in the first 30 days of the season. 5-5 though in their last 10 for Toronto. They've jumped up from 15th in the East up to a tie for 13th. Can move up further tonight after this game if they do end up winning it. McBride blew the layup. It will go right back over to Toronto with a possession. Barrett at the top of the key. Dribbles up to the elbow, working on Brunson. Barrett up fake at the elbow. Bounce pass. Intercepted by Hart. Josh Hart jumps the root. Comes out with a steal. Off to the cutter. Bridges shovels. Hart underneath. Hart inside the key. One dribble. Double teamed off the Bridges. Low block. Out to the left corner. Josh Hart laces up the three. Swash! He has got it. Bang, bang at the left corner. Josh Hart and the New York Knicks take the lead. 98-97 midway through the fourth quarter right now. Top of the key, Barrett. Jalen Brunson was backpedaling towards the far side of the floor after he attempted a three-point shot. He got tripped up by a fan, and he left to the locker room. Has never returned ever since until now. He's right now back on the floor. So Jalen Brunson is right now back on the floor. Yeah, it did not look anything serious. The Scotty Barnes injury looks serious. So Brunson's out there currently as the Raptors just buried their shot. Took the lead back until right there, right now. Karl-Anthony Towns off the assist by Brunson, who is right now back in the game after that last timeout. 101-99. 2-point lead for New York. Runner. No good. Around the rim and out. Missed by Pirtle. It was halfway down and could not find his way to the bottom. Josh Hart collected a defensive rebound. 16-11. Second chance points in favor of the Raptors tonight. Knicks by 2 with a possession. Brunson back on the floor after missing late stage of the third quarter. Brunson at the free throw circle. Brunson shovel pass underneath over to Hart. Couldn't finish with a layup. That was a beautiful pass though by Brunson. Raptors collected the board with Mogbo. Up the floor with Barrett. Barrett slides it off to Mogbo into the hands to Dick. Grady Dick comes off the screen. Over to Pirtle. Bounce pass looking for Dick. And a kicked ball violation charge to Cats. Clock will stop with 4:20 left to go. Actually, my clock's a little behind. What a game. Incredible battle between these two teams. The Knicks came in as a 7.5-point favorites. Yeah, I was talking about it in the pregame. I'm a little bit worrisome about the Knicks on the spread tonight. I would consider them more for the money line than the spread, but this Raptors team are much better recently as they will score and tie things up at 101 apiece. R.J. Barrett having a big game tonight as he is leading this game. He's got 28. Knicks with possession. And a 101 even matchup here. Jumper, baseline, off the mark, Bridges. And Davion Mitchell secures the defensive rebound. The Raptors looking to break the tie. Driving inside the key. Agbaji tripped up and fouled. If this is on a shot, it'll be free throws for Achai. Josh Hart picks up the personal foul. I believe it's on the floor, on the reach for Hart. Yeah, that's not entailing a shot there by Agbaji. He was halfway down and the whistle had already blew. So this will not be enough to give him 2 free throws. This will be a inbound coming up in their front court for Toronto. 101-101, 3:42 left to go. 18 on the timer. Inbound passer will be Agbaji on the near side front court. He is on the floor with Barrett, Dick, Jakob Pirtle, Davion Mitchell. Top of the key, Barrett. Reach and follow committed by Anunoby. 2 timeouts each for both of these teams right now. Knicks with their 5 on the floor. Brunson, Towns, Anunoby, Bridges, and Hart. Low block. Skip past Barrett out to the corner. Mitchell, rainbow 3. He buries it. Davion Mitchell, big time shot right there. Takes the 3-point lead for we the North Toronto. 104-101. Brunson at the left wing perimeter. This would go down as a big upset if it happens, as the Knicks have not lost back-to-back games in over a month. They're coming off a loss on Saturday at home against the Pistons. Cat at the top. Hand off Brunson. 1 in the timer. Brunson launches the 3. Oh, he hits it. Jalen Brunson. Bang, 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 bang. Sizzles the triple. And the foul as well. A 4-point play coming up for Jalen Brunson. Davion Mitchell picks up the shooting foul, and Jalen Brunson with a chance here to execute on the 4-point play. Jalen Brunson up to now 19 points, double-double for him tonight with 10 assists. And he did miss a couple minutes in the late third quarter. Headed to the locker room, got tripped by a fan on the floor, came back, and he delivers like that. Don't poke the bear. That's the saying. And a Toronto Raptors fan tripped Jalen Brunson, poked the bear like Grant Williams poked Jimmy Butler, and Jalen Brunson now comes out of vengeance. New York just forced a steal. Toronto turned it over. Josh Hart puts the ball in the hands of Brunson. 20 points, 10 assists for Jalen Brunson. Brunson, top of the key. Brunson, crossover, switched, guarded by Dick around the perimeter. 5 of the shot clock. Brunson launches the 3. Too strong, looking for the bank right there. Couldn't have it. Rebound secured by Mitchell. Up the floor, Toronto, burst the speed, drive, kick, corner 3, Barrett. Over the cylinder, no good, or cracking under pressure. Here goes Brunson, burst the speed, up the floor, stripped by Mitchell, loose ball, picked up in the corner. Who's got it? Out of bounds, and it will be Toronto basketball. Jalen Brunson coughed it up. Raptors will have the ball right back. If you're new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams in the channel. What a game! What a game here, folks! Approaching 2 minutes left to go. My clock's just a tad fast. Once we start the 2-minute timer, we'll get to it in a matter of moments. Right now, right here, down to 2 minutes remaining. Mitchell turns the corner, drives with the left hand, scoop score, up and off the backboard, good for the layup. Right over Anunoby for the bucket. 1 point advantage for the Raptors. What a game. Knicks came in as a 7.5 point favorite. Does not look like they're going to cover it tonight. Brunson, edge of the midcourt logo. Minute 40 left to go. Brunson, top of the key. Slides it off the cat. Touch pass, left corner. Corner 3. It's good. Mikal Bridges rips it down to shoot for the triple. 2 point lead for the Knicks. Minute and a half left to go. What a game, coming down to the final possession potentially in this one. Top of the key, Pirtle. Lob pass off to the elbow. Barrett floats up the shot. Got it to go, and one. Coming up in the free throw line for RJ Barrett. Big game, RJ, tonight against his former team. If they count it, they did not count it. Wow. The referees did not count the foul. They rolled it before the shot. As it bounced in, the refs rolled the foul off the reach-in by Jalen Brunson before the shot. So this will be an inbound instead. Crusher for Toronto. Instead of a 3-point play, it's a 2-point game. Barrett, skip pass, right corner, 6 in the timer. Out to the top, Dick with a 3. Off the mark, no good. Huge rebound. Soaring up and coming up with a defensive board by Karl-Anthony Towns. Double-double machine this season by Cat tonight. 19 points, 15 rebounds. It's over-under. Prop total on the glass, just 9 rebounds tonight. Brunson, final minute left to go. Sends it off the heart. Jumper, mid-range, off the back rim, no good. Cat, battle for the rebound, couldn't have it. Rebound secured by the defense by Barrett. Gallops up the open floor. He's got 4 defenders, and he scores. Oh my goodness. It's a tie game, 108-108. No, he didn't. Just like Saturday, Ja Morant, no he didn't, with a behind-the-back reverse dunk against the Celtics. Tonight, RJ Barrett, off a defensive rebound, took it coast to coast, laid it up and in between 4 defenders. 108-108, 42 seconds left to go as we head to the timeout. It's a timeout taken by the Knicks. What a game. 100 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. Tomorrow night, Bucks versus Magic. Feel free to join in if you like. I'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow night. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys want to win this game here? Knicks or Raptors? Type it in. What a battle. What's goody, Mario? Glad to have you back in the stream, man. Thanks for joining in, brother. Frayne, really, thanks for joining in. You guys, the legends here on the channel. What a game. 67% going for the Knicks in this one. Raptors, 6-6 in their home floor. Tonight they're playing at home where they're just 1-11, struggling on the road. They've been much, much better in their home floor, and the results are showing right now tonight. A resilient game by Toronto. They trailed as many by 11 points tonight. Looking at the extended standings for these two teams, the Knicks 2-1 record in games decided by 1 possession this season. The Knicks are 11-5 in games decided by 4 to 10 points this season. The Raptors struggling in 1 possession games, just a 2-5 record in games decided by 3 points this year. Who wants it more? The veteran Knicks team or a rebuilding Raptors team that's very young, looking for a signature win on their slate, the best win this season. We shall see. Inbound for the Knicks. Brunson bounce pass underneath off the cat, and he scores off the window. Up and off the backboard by Karl-Anthony Towns. 110-108 as the Raptors will burn a timeout. Back to the timeout slide once again. 36 seconds left to go. A quick inbound for the Knicks as they go with a handoff motion around the perimeter. They went from Cat off the inbound handoff to Brunson. Brunson dribbled towards the left at the left wing perimeter as he was double teamed at the top of the key. That's a no-no. You cannot double Jalen Brunson because of his elite playmaking ability. He now has 11 total assists tonight, a double-double with 20 points. Karl-Anthony Towns, absolute menace tonight. 21 points, 15 rebounds, scoring the go-ahead bucket. One timeout for both of these teams. One foul to give for the Raptors, 0 fouls to give for the Knicks. An incredible battle. If you're looking for hot hands in this game for Toronto, look no further to R.J. Barrett and his revenge game against the team that he was traded last year. 30 points. 13 for 23 with efficiency. 3 for 7 from the perimeter for R.J. Barrett. If they want to go for a 3, they got some hot hands tonight to do so. They've made 13 threes tonight at 37% on 35 attempts. R.J. Barrett has made 3 threes. Also off the bench, Jacoby Walter, if he does play, he has made 3 threes. If they do elect to play him here. And he is not on the floor. They have Davion Mitchell, who's on the court. Toronto looking for the inbounds in the front court. They're struggling in one-possession games. Record of 2-5 in games decided by 3 points or fewer. Knicks are 2-1 in those games. Off fake. Barrett underneath. Oh, he got rejected. Karl-Anthony Towns underneath with Anunoby coming up with a block of that basketball. The Knicks come down with a 4-second differential. Shot clock and game clock. Knicks standing there with a possession. Edge of the midcourt logo, OG Anunoby. Big game defensively for him. At the right wing perimeter, looking for the dagger. Cat pops up for the 3. Oh, he hits it. Bang, 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 bang. Karl-Anthony Towns. Big time. The dagger with 6.3 seconds left to go. Pops up, splashes the 3. Knicks by 5 as he is saying right into the camera, "You want me, you got me, you the man, Cat, you the man." What a game. Karl-Anthony Towns with a major 3 for the night tonight. 24 by Cat, 15 rebounds. This is a standalone game tonight, and Karl-Anthony Towns, to all the doubters who kept on saying that he can't play in big games, guess what? The whole world's watching tonight on national TV, on NBA TV, in a standalone game in the NBA. Karl-Anthony Towns showing up in a huge way. What a game. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow night covering Bucks against the Magic. Feel free to join in if you like for that one as well at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I cover the entire NBA. I'm a Celtics fan from Massachusetts, PC basketball fan as well, but whenever the Celtics aren't playing, it's other teams that I do cover when I do have a chance when I'm around, just like tonight. Back to action, 5-point game, 6.3 seconds left to go. Raptors with an inbound, and I think we had, do we have a foul to give here or no? No, they stepped out of bounds with it. Young teams making young mistakes. Jacoby Walter, 1 foot out of bounds on the far side. Turnover, and that is the ball game. The New York Knicks bounce back. Haven't lost back-to-back games in over a month still as they come from behind late and surge and pick up the victory. 113-108 the final score, and just like I said it, the veteran team wins in the clutch. They're now 3-1. In games decided by one possession, the Raptors dropped to 2-6 in games decided by one possession this season. A very, very young Toronto team that's playing better than what their 7-18 record is right now. They're 5-6 in their last 11. The New York Knicks, though, winners of their last 11 out of 15, heating up in a big way because of number 32, the trade deadline acquisition in early October, hitting the dagger tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, major tonight in this game. 24 points, 15 rebounds in 36 minutes, 7 for 13 from three-point range. He drilled 2 threes, the biggest three coming with 6 seconds left to go. 23 by Mikal Bridges. He made 5 threes tonight, massive from the corner. 20 points and 11 assists by Jalen Brunson. Too good with his playmaking in this game. 14 by OG Anunoby with 2 steals and 3 blocks. 10 points by Josh Hart. They lead the NBA, averaging above 94 points per game with their starters. Tonight, their entire starting 5 racked up double figures for New York. Toronto, 4 players in double figures. 30 points by R.J. Barrett against his former team tonight. He led the game in total points. Wasn't enough in the end, though. Great game by Jacoby Walter for the rookie out of Baylor off the bench. He had 19 points. 15 points by Scotty Barnes. Unfortunate, though. Left the game in the early third quarter due to injury. Could not feel his right foot as he was holding his right foot. Went down in pain. Collided with Cat in the early third quarter on a dribble drive. Jakob Poeltl finished with a double-double, 10 points and 12 rebounds. What a battle tonight in this one here. An incredible game between these two teams, came right down to the wire, but in the end, elite-level shot-making for the number 2 team in field goal shooting efficiency behind the Cavs. The New York Knicks showed up in a big way in the final minute, took it over by storm, and picked up the win of 113-108. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream tonight. I'll be back in tomorrow night covering the Magic against the Bucks. If you'd like to join in for that one, before you do sign off, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. If anybody's interested in some behind your basketball merchandise, that is also linked up right now. All those links are always posted in the description of this video, every single one of them, with those links, merchandise links, Discord, memberships links, you name it, posted in the description of this video. We're going to wrap up here on the channel. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. It's $1.99 per month for channel members here to get shout outs, as we have around 15 plus channel members. And here are the channel members. We got Jason, Bradley, Warren, Kelly, I Am Ghost, the Nija Player, Asia, Ice Ice Baby, Katie, Russell, SGA Sports Talk Channel, Lonely Satellite, Michael, John, Norma, Jonathan, Guido, and Mark. Thanks all for joining in tonight, being a part in the stream for this one. Big game. The New York Knicks bounce back after Saturday's loss against the Pistons. They bounce back and win 113-108 against the Raptors. The Knicks are red hot. They are now 11-4 in their last 15. They are now 5-1 in their last 6. Thanks all for joining in, being a part in tonight's stream here. Appreciate you guys for dropping in. I'll be back tomorrow. Bucks against Magic for the NBA Cup quarterfinals. Thanks all for joining in, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Monday night.